What day is it, Dave?
It is Monday night, and that's time for
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. Yeah.
Super Squares.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, 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 dun. Alex is already here.
I need to open up.
Good to see you, bro.
I need to open up that.
Oh, Husky, too? Look at this, man. People are ready. They've been waiting.
Well, you know why Alex is here, right?
Why is that?
Because in fantasy football, every single team in the league underperformed.
Yeah.
Except for one.
Me.
And that team that overperformed, no, green. You're green if you overperform your expectation right there.
Okay.
The only team that overperformed? Well, of course, the team I'm playing.
Yeah.
So I have the fourth highest score out of 12 guys, but I play the team that's got the highest.
What would happen if we played each other?
Let me see. I was at 105. You're what? You'd beat me.
Man, that's crazy.
See how that works?
That's crazy. What up, Brian Jean? Good to see you, man. Alex, that's why he's here. Big smiley face.
See, that's what I'm saying. Congratulations, Alex. Big win.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm so excited to be in the studio with Dave here in person. It's crazy that today's Monday. In 3 days, we'll be hanging out, but I'll be back home.
Oh, that's all right, though.
In my 45-degree room.
Hey, did you wake up this morning and walk outside here? Because it was like 55 degrees.
Let me tell you what I did. So last night I slept with the air conditioning on at 61 degrees in our Airbnb.
Okay.
And if you believe it or not, the air conditioning didn't even kick on after 2 a.m. because it was already freezing cold.
Exactly.
So we opened the windows to make it even colder. And then this morning we woke up at 5 a.m., got in the truck. I had both windows all the way down with this shirt on.
There you go.
50 degrees, half the way to Naples, freezing. It was amazing.
I love it. And then it kind of warmed up a little bit throughout the day. It got nice and comfortable into the kind of the low 70s, mid 70s or so. Just a beautiful day here in Florida. I'm not saying that to rub that in, everybody. I don't know where you are. I hope that the area of the country you are in is having good weather. I don't think it's supposed to be too bad of weather for this game tonight either. Like the last few games we've watched at nighttime, which have been just monsoons and what do they call those? Was it the bomb, the bomb cyclone and all that stuff? So not going to be as bad tonight.
Hello, Cater. I have a question. Does it always get this cold this fast in Florida? Because I was at dinner and I was sweating a little bit and it was beautiful, and then I was freezing.
Yeah, it's kind of manic, if you will, the weather. You could be experiencing like all 4 seasons kind of within, not snow. It doesn't get that cold down here to snow, but you can go through it being like 50 degrees one day and swinging up to 80 something the next day. You can be on one side of the street, and you have to see this to believe this. Like in Chicago, everything comes from the west. And if you're in the western suburbs and you can call someone downtown and go, hey, the storm's going to be at your place in like 23 minutes, because everything goes from west to east just across Chicagoland. Down here, you could be at an intersection. Okay, you could be in an intersection and the gas station kitty corner across from you is just getting destroyed by rain, and you are in the sun at the same intersection.
That's weird.
You could be in your house and open up the front door and you're like, damn, it's pouring. And someone's in the backyard. They're going, it's not raining back here. It's really weird just how different it is and how it's like violent mood swings of weather, if you will.
It is weird. And
I'm sorry. I started. Did you see that?
Oh, dude. Oh, a little overrated. A little overrated.
It's back. So go ahead. So the mood swings in weather.
Yes, Skybox for you soon. This is crazy. So it's October, I guess November now, and it was colder today than it was when I was here in February.
Yeah.
Is that always the case?
Nope.
Because it was warm when I was here in February.
It was just this cold. It's just this kind of cool front that came in. It'll be gone in a few days. It'll be back up into the low 80s. Probably by this weekend. Yeah.
Good. So it's here just for me.
Yeah. You brought it down.
I love
with
it.
You. When
You're welcome.
Back, you can take it with you.
You're welcome, my friend. Everybody wants to know the Skybox. Welcome to Super Squares, Monday Night Football, Giants at Chiefs. I picked an upset.
You did.
Before we go over that, let's give them the Skybox. They're ready.
Okay, let me do it too.
It is Frost Proof, all one word, F-R-O-S-T proof, P-R-O-O-F. Frost Proof, all one word. If Alex or one of our mods can put that in there as a command, Tim will get that up here on the screen. Frost Proof. Let's get 150. We had 145 last night.
Let's do it. Let's get to 150. Tell your friends. If you are new and maybe you saw my promotion on the Twitter and stuff today and you're like, hey, I'm watching those guys, and you're going, I'm learning Super Squares, take your app and go to the lobby. When you go to the lobby, you're going to see tonight's game, New York Giants at Kansas City, and it says join Skybox. So if you haven't registered for this game yet and made your picks, do that right now. Okay, then as soon as you're done, hit that Join Skybox button, put in Frost Proof, F-R-O-S-T-P-R-O-O-F, one word, which is a city actually in Florida.
I heard about that in Central Florida.
Yeah. And I have successfully joined that Skybox. And that Skybox is just for you, the fam that joins us here on Super Squares on our live stream. where we just have a couple of bonus prizes above and beyond for you, other than everyone else in the country is playing for the same prize as you are, but you just get a chance at some bonus prizes in our Skybox. And is it Brother Justice again?
It's Brother Justice again. $250 for the highest score in our Skybox, an extra $100 if you have the best predictors.
And Brother Justice, in case you're new to Super Squares, again, is we've had a lot of their commercials on our show in the last year, and it is fantastic. Whiskey and bourbon and rye, made up in Minnesota from God's country.
From crispy, clean, fresh barley.
Yeah, and peat.
Peat.
Yes, and the water, the
it's that water. Fresh water.
Yep, fresh water.
It's just amazing. Would you say the water is frostproof?
Not in Minnesota. Not in Minnesota. It might be in frostproof. But not in Minnesota.
Okay. Now let's go over our picks tonight. Because speaking of predictors and best predictors getting $100, I can't win.
Right.
But if I could, tonight I would.
You think so?
Because what you're going to see tonight, my friend, is you're going to see the absolute rock bottom for the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been slowly declining all season.
Really?
A new low every week.
At home. At home.
Tom Brady has embarrassed Mahomes this year. They've been neck and neck in the last few years. Mahomes has thrown for more interceptions than Jameis Winston, Matthew Stafford, Kirk Cousins, and Dak Prescott combined.
That's crazy.
Combined. Not to mention his fumbles.
We started this season saying, hey, Kansas City game, yeah, he hasn't lost. Mahomes has never lost in the month of September.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, it's just been downhill after that first game. But Mahomes came up this past week and said, I got to be better. It starts right here. I got to be better. We got to do a better job. They're at home. I don't think they lose tonight, but I'm curious to see what your pick is, my friend.
My friend, I have picked the New York Football Giants to upset the Kansas City Chiefs tonight, 23-22. And I think they only score one offensive touchdown.
You think the Giants only score one offensive touchdown?
And they win 23-22. It's going to be crazy.
That is kind of crazy. I don't see that happening, but that's the 22 we've talked about before.
That's right.
So I see what you did there.
It's there.
Okay, here's what I did. And what I normally do is I go look at all the stats and everything and stuff, and I kind of figure out, here's what I'm going to pick. Then I look at what I'm going to pick, and then I look at some of the lines, like what people have predicted, like in Vegas, all stuff. And I'm usually pretty close, and I think I am again tonight. I went Kansas City 31.
Okay.
Kansas City 31, and the New York Football Giants 24. Even though they still have a lot of injuries and questions, but Kansas City's defense sucks.
Yeah, it's not very good.
They are 31st in the National Football League. 31st. And so that's why I went there. But 31-24, Kansas City wins it, my friend.
All right, so that's a close game still. You can still see it going either way.
Yep.
Total yards. I went low. I think that's going to be a defensive game. I think the Giants are going to play really well on defense tonight. 653 total yards.
I went a little bit
low for a Mahomes game.
It is. And I went a little bit higher, and here's why. When you look at total yards per game for both of these teams, the Giants are 16th in the league, averaging 368 yards. Fourth in the league is Kansas City, 428. So when I'm looking at those numbers, I'm going, okay, well, let me see how they do defensively. And so I looked at defensively, and Kansas City, again, we said, is just brutal. They're giving up 404 yards a game on defense. And here's what's interesting. I've never seen this before. And if you look at the computer, total yards per game for the Giants, 368.7. Total yards against per game for the Giants, 368.7.
Wow.
The exact same amount of yards for and against. I've never seen that before. But I tweaked it back a little bit, and I went at 722. I didn't think it'd get up to 800.
Okay.
I went 722.
So that's about 70 off for mine. And then most passing, I did pick Kansas City to have the most passing yards at 269.
We are very close. I went Kansas City at 272.
Okay, 3 yards off.
Kansas City at 272. They're averaging 310 a game. However, the Giants are only giving up 234 a game defensively. So I kind of tweaked in the middle right there, and I'm at 272, my friend.
Let's get it. People love your shirt. They're very excited about your shirt.
Oh, thank you. This is the 80s Dave Frosty Bev shirt. Last night it was the Super Square shirt with the 80s Dave on the back. Tonight, the Frosty Bev. And I walked in tonight.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, and we didn't even talk about this. We're playing this. Megan had the same shirt on.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's crazy. Thank you, Megan. I appreciate the support.
Bison Thumper probably has the shirt on too.
I hope so, Bison. And your brother, right? Isn't Bison in? Is his brother in the video with them and all that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I hope your brother's got it on too.
So
hey, Super Square fans, Keith here. Husky 02? Oh look, it's my buddy Bison Thumper. Nice shirt. Would you like a Frosty Bev? Absolutely. And you guys get ready for the next bonus break here on Super Squares TV.
So good. Now we have a couple questions actually. The first is Billy is asking whether or not Frank is trolling him because of the name Frostproof. Maybe you know more about that.
I don't know about that. I know that Billy is from this area. I thought Billy was maybe in Palm Harbor. Weren't you like in Palm Harbor, Billy, or somewhere around here in the Tampa Bay area? So I'm not sure. I don't think so. I can neither confirm nor deny, but I will ask Big Money Frank when he gets in later. Normally he stops by.
And then another question that someone had is, if we don't live in Minnesota and we win the Skybox, what do we do? Well, you get a plane ticket and you fly out to Minnesota and you go to Brother Justice and you spend $250, $100, or $350 on really good bourbon.
There you go. Or you could probably just go online to their website.
You can't ship alcohol.
You can't. Oh, no, you can't.
Not from there right now.
Oh, not from Minnesota?
Yeah, not right now.
Oh, I'll say because I know there's certain states.
You got to get there, or you have to know somebody, maybe somebody who often gets second place.
Let me see. I know a guy that is in second place more often than not.
Maybe he's willing to take a risk for you. I don't know.
He might. You know, it's a good magic trick too. Maybe he can just get a bottle up here somewhere and.
Yep.
Yeah.
He may or may not have sent me some Frosty Bevs before.
Good man. And it looks like
Kansas Kickoff's underway.
Yep. Kansas City has the ball, 1st and 10. First pass from Mahomes to Hill. Hill scampers across. Looked like he was going to be stopped for 6 yards and then busts out past that first down marker. I think he got a first. So we will see.
If you hear my heart tonight,
yes.
It's not that I'm nervous being next to the real 80s Dave.
All right.
It's not that the bright lights or anything. It's that I did drive over the Skyway Bridge tonight. And
bro, how'd that go?
That was horrible. It goes way up.
Oh yeah.
And then once you get high enough to get uncomfortable, you see the nets.
Yeah.
And that's uncomfortable.
Well, they just did that like within the last year, I think. They just put those up for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
So it was
and so I did not like it. My anxiety was high for a few minutes there, and it's a very big bridge.
Yeah, the ascent as you're going up, did you start to feel a little bit in your ears? Did you feel a little bit of pop? Yeah. So you're that high up, and did you say you were at nighttime? Was it dark?
It was it was sunrise. It was
okay. Because when you go over at nighttime, all those yellow gigantic steel beams that go up, they're all painted just bright yellow, kind of like the stripes here, and there's lights that shine up. It's just beautiful. So you can just see the light going all the way up and across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge. Yeah, but it is kind of scary. There have been people that are just kind of frozen up and stop. I mean, like just get scared on that bridge. I remember my aunt, my great aunt, when she was alive and lived down here, and she told me the first time she went over it, she just totally flipped out, stopped on the bridge, and she said someone had pulled up behind her, and there was 2 people in the car, and the guy got out and got in her car and drove it down the rest of the bridge for her to help her out. And stuff. Yeah, so it's a very high bridge. It's a very high bridge.
All right, I've hosted the channel. I've got it pulled up here. I'm set for the day.
Okay.
2nd and 8. Here comes a big stop of the Giants. Anyone else cheering for the Giants today?
We'll see.
Hey, Glenn, good to see you, man.
We have a ton to talk about tonight. Man, oh man, so much has happened in the last 24 hours. NFL wise, we have a ton to talk about in NFL wise. A lot has happened. I told you last night, you proposed something to me.
Yeah.
And it was about the month of November, right?
Yep.
And I said, well, let me bring it up at the dinner table.
No Shave November.
We had No Shave November. And you said, listen, mention my name. Say like, well, Jonathan, because maybe that would help, So
with the kids, maybe.
Yeah. So we're sitting at dinner tonight, and because it's so cold now in Florida, we had chili tonight. It doesn't get cold that often. So my wife's like, we're making chili tonight. So we had chili for dinner, and we're at the table, and I said, hey, everybody, I got a question. And they said, what? And I said, Jonathan and I last night were on the air, and we were talking, and Jonathan, brought up maybe for like the month of November that we do No Shave November. Okay. Here's how fast it went. Okay. Wife sitting there. Okay. One daughter is laying on the couch because she didn't want chili. Other daughter sitting here. Landon's writing out his jokes.
Yeah.
On the breakfast bar over here. Instantly to wife. No. Daughter. Hell no.
Oh.
Yeah. She invokes that. She says, hell no. I looked at Landon. Landon looks like as to say, is it okay if I say hell no? You can see it going through his brain.
Yeah.
And he pauses. And I look and I go and he goes, hell no. Like half question.
Oh my
half
gosh.
statement. Yeah. I'm like, are you guys sure? Then it went back to last year. Yo, you tried that last year during the lockdown and you looked horrible. And that ain't happening. And whatever, we're not doing the whole family, dude, against it.
Wow.
The whole family against it. So I did try. I shaved tonight.
How much money do we need to raise tonight here on stream in donations for cancer research?
You have to
Think of the children.
You have to call my wife and find that answer to that question.
1,000, 2,000, 5.
Tell
You know, just let me know. Let me know. All right, we'll see.
But speaking along those lines of cancer research, so I was thinking about the month of November. Okay, I'm thinking about the month of November.
How about 1,000 shib?
1,000 ships?
Shib.
1,000 shim? A shib? Is that a some kind of coin?
Yeah.
A shib?
Well, it
Oh,
costs
it's that little Chinese thing now with
$2,
the little panda thing on it or whatever. So I was thinking about November.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, well, maybe, the no shave thing is not going to work. I jumped online and I pulled up my fan page, my Dave Shimka's host page, my Facebook page. And this must just be like everything happens for a reason, and anything can happen. And the first thing that pops in is our favorite chess boxer,
Aquadome.
So Aquadome Champ, I'm friends with him on Facebook. He friended me and on there and stuff, everything, and he's got a video, and it was 25 push-ups a day for the month of November.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, is he just doing that to get in shape, whatever? And then I researched because he had, I think, put like a little tag on there or something for like leukemia and lymphoma. And then I researched a little bit and I looked, and there have been, throughout this past year or two, look at hand and Hill the ball. They're like, Clyde Edwards-Hilaire is out, so let me just hand the ball to Hill. I don't trust any of my other running backs.
Yep.
So a lot of people have done that, to support the lymphoma and leukemia society. A lot of people have done it to raise money. And I thought, I remember like this past year, you're like, I'm going to stop doing whatever, and I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to get in shape, and you were going to the gym and all that stuff. So
I'm back now.
There you go. Well, no, it's okay. So I figured maybe we do that for November. Maybe we do like 25 push-ups a day.
Yeah.
And my dad has, it's like, I don't know, I took him to the doctor a while ago. They go, okay, I see the leukemia on this thing. And I'm like, is that under, and I'm like, my dad has some kind of very mild form of leukemia. Not to where he's really on any medication or anything like that, but it's in his medical records and all that stuff. So I thought, well, that'd be, good to do as well. So I don't know. I say today's November 1st. You don't have to do them all at one time if you can't. Maybe the fam does it with us and we see how people are doing and progress with it and do 25 push-ups a day. Your thoughts?
I've been married 8 years. All right. That's not as long as you've been married.
Right.
But I'm learning a little bit about compromise. I think we got a deal. No shave November. I'll do the 25 push-ups.
Oh,
compromise.
I don't know. I don't know if we could do.
I give a little. You give a little.
I can do the push-ups. I don't know
Did
about
you see that.
I did
Backwards
see that.
throw.
Oh, and he threw it to nobody.
What is that show? That was weird. I'm open to it.
Alex says, I will Venmo Dave enough money to buy 1 million shib if the no shave thing happens.
I love it.
See, here, Aquadome is here tonight. I didn't even tell him we were going to talk about this in the chat. So Aquadome, hey, awesome. Aquadome said he is doing the push-ups for a leukemia fundraiser. And no, I'm not going to eat any ghost pepper chicken nuggets.
Yeah, you are.
I don't.
If he brings them, you got to have one.
Is Frank bringing them tonight?
I don't know. Listen, he told me yesterday he would.
Oh.
He seems to be one of those guys that doesn't forget. He brought the McRib. I didn't want it. I ate it.
That's true.
You got to have one. I heard it's kind of weak.
Okay, I will try one.
Yeah.
Compromise.
See?
I'll try one. Do 25 push-ups a day. I'll eat one ghost pepper chicken nugget.
Have we talked about this before about how hilarious, like, I teased Jody about the word compromise?
No.
So, like, she's got her family's in Wisconsin, and so it's only 2 hours away, and often, she wants to spend as much time there as possible to see your family. Makes sense. So she'll be like, all right, we're going to go Thursday night. After you're done working, we'll go Thursday night. We'll come back Sunday. I'm like, that's too long. Like, it's a whole weekend. I got stuff I got to do.
Yeah.
Let's not go the whole time. And she's like, well, let's compromise. Good idea. Let's compromise. You go early. I'll stay home. I'll drive up, Friday or Saturday.
Come back.
And come back. Compromise. She's like, no. How about like we just go on Thursday? I'm like, that's not a compromise. That's the same thing.
That's just moving everything up a day.
That's what you said initially. It's pretty funny.
Look at Mahomes dancing back there. Look at him. Dude, you like
Pick it off!
No!
Boom! Interception! There's the New York Football Giants.
Goodness.
And that's and that's a careless throw by Mahomes.
Dude, he like Tim Tebow jumped past it. Jumped up in the air and then rifled it down. Oh man, drive all the way downfield.
He was 8 for 8, maybe 9 for 9, and then throws a pick in the
jumps up, throws it.
Bad throw.
Yeah. I don't even know if McKinnon saw it. He's the sixth guy in line back there, and the ball just smacks him.
It's time, my friend, for the New York Football Giants to claim the Monday Night Football crown.
Kenny Golladay out, right? Saquon Barkley out, right?
Pretty sure.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I still think that Kansas City is going to win. So do we want to do 25 push-ups now? You want to do those now?
Oh, dude, I can't. I'll be coughing all night.
Dude, you told me to make sure you stay
I got
energy and stay awake.
I got a tightness in my chest right now. You might have to call the ambulance or something.
How about we do this? How about we do 10 push-ups? And then like at halftime, how about we do 5 per quarter? 5 per quarter, and then like at halftime we'll do so. If it's in the first quarter, we do 5. Second quarter starts, we do 5. Halftime, we do 5. Third quarter, 5. Fourth quarter, 5. That's 25. 5 at a time. Or we can just do 25 at once.
I mean, that's a lot, bro.
It's only 25.
I'm tired. Had a long day. I'm sore from my workout on Wednesday. That's last Wednesday, by the way. It's Monday.
My hamstrings are still killing me. A little bit better today. I put on the percussive massager thing today.
You hear that cough?
I do. I hear it a little bit.
Oh, man.
It's not COVID, is it?
Tell me, man. I feel pretty good.
I hope not.
I think it's allergies.
It probably is. Megan, what's your vote? What do you think? For 25 push-ups. Then we do like 25 push-ups a day for the month, every day, 25 push-ups. And Jonathan and I start tonight here on stream.
Seems reasonable.
Skeeter goes, just do 25 in like 20 seconds.
Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen. We can just be, slow, methodical, and do. And again, if we need to break them down, we can break them down into groups of,
You realize how this plays out, right? People think that you're like 65, so they're not going to make fun of you. They're going to clip me, and I'm going to be a meme for a year. Oh, John fell on his 23rd push-up.
No, then if that is a concern, because I'm not thinking that, but if it is, just do 5. We can break it down. You can do 5, right?
I'm not tired.
And then you can build. Then you can build.
Tell you what, compromise.
What's the compromise?
You show up to the after show drink tonight, and I'll do the 5 push-ups a quarter.
Oh my goodness.
Compromise.
So here's part of that compromise. So as I'm walking out of the house tonight, I said to my wife, I said, my goal by the end of the night is to leave as soon as the show is over and come home. She goes, well, what the hell do you normally do? I go, as soon as the show is over, I leave and I come home. And she goes, well, what's different? I go, what's different is Jonathan. And I said, it's probably going to wind up in some kind of cigar bar. I don't even know if the places are open or what time they're open till, because we don't finish the show till like 11:30.
Yeah.
And like I said, like I told you though, man, I last time I was in a cigar bar was the same night. Remember the Faith Hill story and Tim McGraw story I told you?
Yeah.
But same night. That same night, we left the restaurant and went like 3 doors down to a cigar bar. And I sat in there with those guys, and I tried to, and until I was just about to puke, which was probably
no
interception the other way.
He gave it right back.
How about that Kansas City defense? Worst in the league, huh? And went in that cigar bar. Like I said, I lasted like about 20 minutes before I had to walk outside.
Yeah.
And I was just
we'll see. We're gonna be outside tonight, away from all the people. We'll see. But I really do have this cough, and I feel like if I exert any energy, I'll be coughing all night.
So this is the great, and everyone, I know people are right now on the stream saying the exact same thing. So Jonathan got a little bit of a cough, can't do push-ups, but is going to smoke a cigar.
Yeah,
that makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, because it's not going to make me cough more. You don't inhale.
I did not inhale.
Bourbon Drinker says, bench Joe. I did not inhale.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Skeeters out here.
Think Mahomes throws another interception?
I'm still doing Orange Theory, y'all. That's why I'm still sore.
See, Rich wants to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
How about a fumble? Now it's like, okay, they're going to score. Big Money Frank was grilling steaks tonight.
Was he really?
Apparently.
I had chili.
I had mahi-mahi.
Did you really? There you go.
With some coconut rice.
Yeah, there you
some,
go. Good stuff.
Some bang bang coconut shrimp.
Yep. Oh,
A couple crab cakes.
Yep. The chili.
Some blue cheese stuffed olives and a dirty martini.
Do you like chili?
I love chili. Spicy.
Okay. Well, yeah, we cut down on the spice, obviously.
For the kids.
For me, yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kids, yeah. So for the kids, me, right? Yeah. What do you put in your chili? Do you just go all natural, just a chili, bam, just straight, or do you put anything on it? How do you do your chili?
I mean, mine's kind of a process. I use whatever meat makes sense that day.
After the chili is completely done, it's all hot in the pot. You put it into a bowl.
Okay.
Then what do you do with it? Like kind of like got a plain hot dog.
I put on fresh grated either Gouda or cheddar cheese.
Okay.
Tillamook.
All right.
And a little bit of sour cream.
All right.
And that's it.
Okay.
No onions, no raw onions for me, no cilantro.
Ever any crackers?
Oh yeah, sometimes I'll put some oyster crackers.
There you go. Because I do the same thing. Yeah, I'll crush up some saltines in the hand, the dollop of the sour cream right there on the top, and then some cheddar cheese. I'm the exact same, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh look, Megan, it's always convenient when she has a gluten allergy.
Oyster crackers and that.
Always convenient.
Are there such thing as gluten-free oyster crackers?
No. So she clearly this like forget. There's no actual gluten in oyster crackers apparently.
So so we had chili tonight. And my wife was all about, it's going to be cold. Let's do it. And it's all about like, finally we can make chili. Everything's all done. And she made like these cornbread muffins.
Perfect.
With it as well. And she doesn't do just like the cheap, crap in the box. She like really dresses it up, and that's a touchdown. Tariq Hill. And uses like corn in it and everything and stuff. So there's really pieces of corn. It's great. Yeah. And then she's like, all right, we're getting the kids time to eat, getting the chili. I'm like, where are the crackers? Oh, I forgot crackers. I'm like, you made a whole special trip to the store to get everything for chili that you wanted to make. And she forgot to buy the crackers. So here's what I did. I took some goldfish. I threw some little cheddar, some goldfish in there.
No way.
Yeah, I threw some goldfish in there.
What'd you think?
It wasn't bad because it's kind of cheddary. Like they're putting the cheddar cheese on it. So I mixed some goldfish up into it. Not bad.
Hey, Cajun lady.
Hey, Cajun.
What do we do if Golik calls? Man, that's beyond my pay grade.
What do we do if Golik calls?
Answer his questions.
Yeah,
and don't be wrong.
Exactly. Speaking of people like that and Golik and everything and stuff, let me open up the Twitter. I had posted on Twitter. Oh, look, there's like 8 on my bell. So something's happening. Maybe I asked people. I bet it's. I bet maybe it's Tebow. Let me see. No, that's you. Okay, I hinted to people about I almost got stuck on an ad today. Ooh. I was registering and I watched and I really wasn't paying attention. And there was a question and I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this? I completely guessed on the Miller Lite ad.
Really?
I got it right, but I completely guessed on it. So I was telling people, make sure that you watch the ads twice because I didn't know.
It's impressive.
So yeah, I don't see anything. I don't. Skeeter, thank you, Skeeter, for retweeting and putting that out there. Yeah, I'd ask people, I'm like, hey, send a message to Tebow. And I was seeing if anyone did and asking Tebow why he is, see right here? Please also give a shout out to Tim Tebow and ask him why he hasn't come on our show yet. So I'm hoping that some people do that. Mm-hmm. Do you call that smashing somebody or mashing somebody or how do you do that? Like if a bunch of people like send something to one person and ask them something like that.
Spamming?
Spamming maybe? Spam somebody? So I should say that next time. Spam Tim Tebow?
Ambush maybe? Troll, Tim says.
Did you see this today?
No.
Yeah. I was like,
bro, you could have caught me doing that same thing on the road.
I know. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, really? So, yeah. So if you do want to tweet to Tim Tebow, ask him when he's going to come on the Super Square show. We'd love to have him on.
Aquadome's going to do it.
There you go, Aqua. Appreciate that.
Y'all are crazy putting Cheez-Its in your chili.
Hold on.
Too much flavor.
So my wife, she says, well, there's some goldfish. I went to the Goldfish and there was a box of Cheez-Its, Vank, right next to it. And I go, what about Cheez-Its? She goes, those are Brooks. Slid them right back in there and I grabbed the Goldfish. So it did cross my mind and I thought about it, but I went with the Goldfish.
So Brooks a big Cheez-It fan.
Yes, she is. Brooks she's a very, very fussy, finicky, picky eater. Yeah.
So just the plain Cheez-Its then.
Yeah, they're just plain. Yep. She's skinny. We call her Skinny Minnie, or a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. And she said today, I guess, I don't know if she had a pair of shorts on for gym or something, whatever. And they have like dress codes and things you can wear and can't wear. And right when we were leaving, she said, Mom, such and such I don't know who the teacher or someone was, said that my shorts are okay because my legs are so long. So I guess maybe on other people, they want, because she's like so tall. And she's like, your shorts are okay. Oh, that's good.
All right, 7-0. Daniel Jones, not a great start. He's 0 for 1 with a pick.
Cater Gator's with us, man. She's got the sour cream, shredded cheddar, but then some crackers, some saltines or some oyster crackers.
Did you know they make saltines with no salt?
That'd be a saltless teen.
What's the point?
Yeah, I don't know. That's like when
Just
I
throw
see
some flour in your chili.
the other day, and I mentioned Sam's Club a lot. I'm walking on Sam's Club, and I see these nuts.
Yeah.
Okay, and I saw cashews, and I saw dry roasted, and I saw peanuts, and then I saw ones like with no salt.
Yeah.
And I was like, why?
It's
Why?
like gluten-free pizza. What's the point?
I just don't understand it either. I mean, why would someone do that?
He almost threw another pick.
He did. It was close.
Is there any chance these windows open?
No.
Okay.
No chance at all. You were trying to get nice and cold in here?
I'm just free. I'm sweating, bro.
You know what? Megan, what's the air side at?
76.
Yeah, Tim's gonna bop it down. We can open the door right there that Megan's sitting by, but that's where you bought it. We can't open any of the
I
windows.
gotta get a breeze in here.
I know. Can a brother get a breeze?
What is this?
There we go. Vank, if I can convince my daughter tomorrow when we probably have chili leftovers or sometime within the next couple of days, if she says yes, I'll throw a couple on there. And I bet she will, because here's why. Your conversation last night about, here's a 2-year-old going out and they're not going to be eating all this candy. It's basically for dad and all that stuff. My kids are a little bit older, so the candy is for them. But they went to this party last night in this nice neighborhood, and some people were giving out like full-size candy bars.
Yeah.
And this morning on the way to school, she said, Daddy, you like Butterfingers, right? I go, Butterfingers are fine. Yeah. She goes, I have a full-size Butterfinger. Okay. So tonight, right before I'm getting ready to leave, she comes in, right after I shaved.
Yeah.
She asked me to shave. And she goes, Daddy, and she's holding the Butterfinger. She goes, Mrs. So-and-so at school, I thought liked, I think it was Milky Way. And she goes, it was either Milky Way or 3 months. No, it was Milky Way. She said, I thought that she liked Milky Way. And I was collecting all the Milky Ways to give to my teacher. But I found out she likes Butterfinger instead. I thought it was Milky Way. I'm like, okay. And she's got this full bar in her hand. And she says, but I told you that I was going to give this to you, that you could have it. I said, baby, just give it to your teacher. I give it to your teacher. She said, are you sure it's okay? I'm like, yes, it's okay. So she took that bar to go bring to her teacher at school tomorrow. Who likes the
That's very sweet.
Yeah, the Butterfinger.
Who didn't answer what?
Meaty mushroom chili with no beans. Cater Gator, no.
No shot.
Meaty mushroom chili.
In Wisconsin, they put noodles in their chili.
Okay, so the night my wife says, don't you want noodles? I go, no, I'm not putting noodles in chili. I go, and the only reason you did that is we went to some friend's house. We got invited over for Halloween. The kids used to trick or treat together, and they always made noodles and did it. So my wife has, since that time, made noodles and put them in with the chili. I'm like, no way. So I won't do it. But my wife does that.
You can't do that.
I know, my wife
It's a weird texture thing, too.
Yeah.
Macaroni, says Ball of Hate. I'm sure it's a Minnesota thing, too.
Might be.
They got all those casseroles.
And hot dishes.
Hot dish. My name is Jan Jansen. I come from Wisconsin. I work in the lumber yard there. The people I meet when I walk down the street, they say, yeah, there, hey there, once and so on, It's crazy. Corn and chili? Corn's kind of pointless. Doesn't really serve.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've seen some chili with corn in it.
In one and out the other is what I always say.
I love corn, man. Corn on the cob and everything. I think I had was it like a chicken chili that had a little corn in it? One of the fire stations does like a chili cook-off every year, and they have different kinds, like a shrimp chili, and people make different things. And you sample it all. But my wife won't do it. I like green pepper, into the chili.
Sure.
My wife won't do that though. She doesn't. She's not a fan of the green pepper.
Yeah, I'd dice up some peppers in there.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Some jalapeno.
Hey, I got a break. You know what I'm gonna do?
Habanero. What's that?
I'm going to react. I'm going to do an RXP. Have you done yours yet?
I did.
Okay, I'm going to do one of my RXPs right now. It's the signature lacrosse.
I wonder what the question's going to be.
John, I know that 4 national championship teams have used that ball.
That's impressive.
It's over 300 different college.
Would you say it's the #1 ball in lacrosse?
I would say
college?
it is.
Wow.
Yeah.
A Jamaican, Alex. What?
I'm going to rate that 3 stars. Let's see the question. What makes the signature lacrosse ball #1 in the sport?
That's tough.
Is it all those things that I just mentioned?
I think it is.
Oh, let's see. 4 points, baby.
All right, pick 6 time.
Now, let me look at my game group here. And I think I only recognized one person, I think. Let me see if anyone's in my game group. Pac Wyoming, I think, is the only person that I recognized in here when I looked earlier and registered. Pac Wyoming.
Wow.
No, that's it. Who's that in Tampa down there at the
I
bottom?
think SRJ's been in the chat before.
SRJ126. And I'm down. Look at that. I'm in 24th out of 25th place because I'm only doing one reaction. Look at everyone else loading up.
Yeah.
People here missed a question, maybe.
If it was me, I would simply not miss a question.
Yeah, that's normally the plan.
My friend, I'm in 5th place.
And Brother Justice, Jonathan, 151 people in the Brother Justice Skybox.
152 somehow.
Very good. I'm
How
at
about
151.
that?
So
Yo,
you're
refresh. Boom.
152. Bam.
I've got Bill T in my group. Veggie.
Veggie on me is at the top of the box over here too.
Bobby Joe, Minnesota Scorpion. 4Gen. Bobo.
The Bobo.
The Bobo, who is a boy. Just want to clarify that. Cater. Uncle Monk 2. Oh, that's the Skybox. I'm an idiot. I got Megan in my group.
There you go.
My boy D-Rock.
Hey, baby, hope you're feeling better. And the good thing is, probably watching Jonathan and I is not the most important thing. It is listening. So as long as you can hear, you're probably good to go. Look at Mahomes throwing that one away.
I want the Giants to win today.
I know. That's why you picked them probably, right?
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's fun, too. It's fun to cheer against you. Oh, I just felt a little breeze.
I feel a little fresh air.
Man.
Yes.
I don't know how you guys live here in 76 degrees indoors. That's just getting ready for hell.
Calvin Johnson.
How about it?
See?
He was so good. Dave and Jonathan have radio looks.
Face for radio. That's what.
Is that a compliment?
Not really.
Dang it.
Yeah. You have a face for radio, is what is one of our.
You know who fake white teeth is, though? That's
no.
a rectal polyp.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, you can't imagine that. You can't imagine a guy with the name rectal polyp's very good looking. So, Love it, Jenny girl. Hi, Jamie. It's good to see you. You were on Facebook earlier. Now you're on Twitch. Look at that. Good luck, D-Rock. He goes, ouch.
Did it say cheat? Tom Brady's not there tonight, is he?
No.
Oh, I thought
No.
Didn't it say cheetah in the house?
No, I didn't see anything about goat in the house.
I think it said cheetah in the house.
That's what they call Tyreek Hill.
Oh, they call him the cheetah?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
You realize how many jokes I just stopped myself from saying about Tyreek Hill? Proud of myself, man.
I saw a meme one time, and it said it was about Tom Brady, and it showed a lion, and then it showed a donkey, and then it showed a cheetah. It was like one of the puzzle.
King of the Jungle, Tom Brady.
No, lion ass cheetah.
Oh wow,
Lion.
wow.
I was like, that's funny. There's the punt. Here come your boys with the ball again.
It's time to do something.
Looking to tie it up. How is my square looking? I didn't even look at that. I was looking at my game groups and everything else, and I got nothing.
I've got an assessment of Daniel Jones. I worked really, really hard on this assessment. Okay. A lot of research in the last few days to get ready for this take here on Super Squares. Daniel Jones, not very good at football.
That's deep, man.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's deep.
Maybe a little better than Goff, but not necessarily.
Faster?
Faster for sure.
There you go. Isn't he what we saw last year, just running down the field by himself and tripped and it fell with no one around?
Yeah. And then he also, I think, has one of the longest runs of the year this year. Again. And this time he didn't fumble or drop it or fall.
Well, the 7 yards of offense they have so far is if they I'm not great at math, but if they stay along these lines, they'll have 28 yards for the entire game. I think they're going to break 30.
They probably should.
I think they'll break 30.
And this is also breaking, again, a lot of research. If Daniel Jones, if he does one thing this year, he will have something in common with every single player in the history of the NFL who's in the Hall of Fame.
If he does one thing this year?
You ready?
Buys a ticket?
If he stops playing football. He too, like every other player in the NFL Hall of Fame, will be no longer playing football. I mean,
it's true.
This guy's good.
It's true.
Man, I'm on a roll tonight. Somebody slow me down.
Yeah, boy, D-Rock said he got a letter from Luigi this morning.
Those are the best.
Letters from Luigi. I haven't gotten one in a long time. But I know I got some buddies that are playing tonight, so good luck to my buddies. Like Jonathan and I say, we play, we make our picks, we do all this, but when you look at the winners list tomorrow, you're not going to see me and Jonathan on that winners list. What really sucks is I've done really well in the last month and probably won over $1,000.
Yeah,
but I don't get any of it. But if one of our friends wins, we can get a buddy prize. If someone else wins, that's our friend. So
I've minimum won a few booster points.
Yeah, there you go.
Not happening.
No. So I.
Skeeter says, why all the Jones hate? Just because he's not very good. I've watched a lot of his games. And it's just unfortunate that the Giants are in a position where if they had a decent quarterback and no injuries, Saquon being out, Galladay hurts, they'd be in a better spot to win. I do think he has flashes, and when he uses his legs, he's above average. So let's see if he can do that tonight as he rolls out.
As he's running right now. And he slides. So speaking of quarterbacks, like we said, we have a whole bunch to talk about. Famous Jameis, torn ACL, done for the year.
Yeah.
So we talked about him yesterday, dancing with the crutches, and I have not seen our prognosticator from Nolans in here yet talking about that. But Jameis Winston done for the season. Now here's what's funny. I didn't get a chance to read this article or open it up, but I hit something earlier and it said something about Drew Brees asked if he would come back or would he come back, whatever, to quarterback now. And it flashes me back to one of your favorite teams, the Packers. When Brett Favre left the Packers and he went into the Jets and went to Minnesota and finally was retired for probably 3 years after he was retired, every time there was a vacancy at quarterback, it was, will Favre come out of retirement? Can you get Favre out of retirement? Will Favre come back? And it kept going on. And here we are. Not only did Drew Brees, we had our Good Riddance Drew Brees tour. Did he retire this few months ago? But the team that he played with for the majority of his career loses its starting quarterback. So I don't know if you've read anything about that or seen anything, but very interesting to see that today.
Well, I've got a source that says that Drew Brees is not good at football when he has hair. So I don't know if he's going to be ready to play. It is crazy. Of course, the speculation is going to be out there. And why wouldn't it be? It's the same. It's been 4 years since Luck retired, or 3. And every offseason, they're like, well, what if Luck comes back?
Yeah.
And apparently he's even texted and entertained conversations. Drew Brees is going to pick up the phone. He's not. I don't think he's going to do it, but he's a football guy.
Yeah.
He's going to answer the phone. He's going to talk to him, probably say no. It would be cool. That defense is fun. Did you hear the breaking news today about why the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl? Which I already picked before this breaking news.
Because the player that you ripped on a week ago all of a sudden got traded to them today.
Now, what did I rip on him for?
Because he said he was going to kill somebody?
Yeah.
Or so what did he say?
Yeah, he's an idiot. He said, I'm going to kill him.
I'm going to
I don't even know his name, the guy he's prepping to face all week long. I don't even know his name, but I'm going to kill him.
Yeah, and then ended up leaving the game, I think, with
Zero-
half a tackle,
yeah.
0 tackles, and half injured. And so Von Miller got traded today
He did.
to the Los Angeles Rams for a second and third rounder.
I think so.
Or something?
I mean, the Rams are all in. Let's face it. They've already
Yeah.
they've traded away most of their first round picks. They've been drafting well in the second and third round over the last few years. They've got all the pieces they need to try to win a Super Bowl right now and next year. Von Miller's still a top 10 linebacker in the NFL. It's a good pick. They're going to be all right.
Well,
Matthew Stafford, my friend.
as I look at that and I say, okay, the Rams are a team.
Watch this catch. Wow.
How'd you hold on? There you go. Thanks, Skeeter. I'm like, let me watch this catch.
That was impressive, though.
Make sure we're forwarded. So, hold on. It might be incomplete. I was scanning it and I saw, no, it's not incomplete. Okay. So, as we were talking about, Von Miller being traded, Denver's not horrible. Okay, look at this. Little gimmick right there, huh? Denver's not a horrible team. They get rid of Von Miller. The Bears, and we can argue, are a bad team. They're a bad team, and they're a horribly coached team.
Yeah.
Okay? The Bears have no chance to get to – last year they lucked into where they were at. The real Bears are kind of showing themselves this season. You've got Allen and Khalil Mack and Andy Dalton and all these guys tied up with just a crap ton of money.
Yeah.
That you need to get rid of and move. And why has there been any speculation in Chicago about any of those guys moving? I mean, the end of tomorrow is the trade deadline, correct?
Yeah, there was some speculation last week all over 670 and ESPN.
Robinson's like
1,000 about Robinson.
Yeah,
I mean, he deserves a guy who can throw him the ball, and that's not Justin Fields' fault right now.
Yeah.
He's going to be fine, but he's not going to get it done this year. I feel bad for the Bears because they're in a bad spot, and it's almost like in the last 15 years, if the Lions and Bears could just combine, they'd be really good.
maybe.
Like the Lions have a lot of young talent, but not a lot of talent, but a lot of young talent, and the Bears have a lot of old talent, but they've got that young stud of a QB who could turn into a top 12, top 10 QB in the next few years. But it's a rebuild for both teams, my friend.
I hope the Bears make some dramatic moves.
They should do a splash. They should do a splash, for sure.
Then the other news, I mean, as I woke up this morning and I looked and I'm like, what the? And we talked about this game yesterday. Derrick Henry done for the year.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't see that today.
Yes. So breaking news this morning was he had hurt his ankle or foot or something, and he left the game. He came back in and he played the remainder of the game. Was not 100%. Looked at everything afterwards. I think they did an MRI and stuff today, and I think he's got to have surgery, and he's done for the year. So here's what happened today. Adrian Peterson, Lion great, Adrian Peterson signed with them today. So you look at the Tennessee Titans and how he is like, I'm going to say 80% of their offense.
Yeah.
Poof, and he's gone. Now, no one's replacing him. And if Adrian Peterson comes in, or they've got a couple of backups that are kind of
there's a reason why Adrian Peterson wasn't signed by the Lions.
I don't know. But he signed with the Titans today.
Wow.
Yeah. So Derrick Henry done for the year.
Dude, if I'm the Bears, I'm trading Allen Robinson to who needs a receiver right now that's good? The Green Bay.
You're not. There's no
I guess you can't trade him in the division.
Yeah, I don't think the Bears would do that.
But you got to trade him. And then I'm trading Montgomery over to Tennessee because there's no way Adrian Peterson, without Henry or someone to replace him even a little bit, they have no shot in the playoffs.
Yeah, well, I mean, Marlon Mack on Indianapolis, there's been a lot of speculation that he may get traded. We're looking at Kansas City with backup running backs. You look at Lamar Jackson, the Ravens, and their running back situation. And so there's a lot of places, that some of these guys could go to fill that void. Megan, Jacksonville sucks. And they just lost Robinson. Don't know how long he's going to be out for yet. But even if, Carlos Hyde fills in for him, I mean, that's just a big step down. And they need a running back, but I don't think bringing in some top-tier running back into Jacksonville is going to make a difference in a season like this. No. So
this is where the season starts to get really fun because now we're talking about coaching changes all over the board.
Mm-hmm.
The Bears might make a change. Washington's going to have some tough decisions to make. They have a big step back this year after, obviously the division was horrible last year, but they were competing. Didn't they make the playoffs? Didn't they win that division last year?
Yes, they did win the division under 500.
Yeah. So, but they're horrible. They're going to have to win a lot of games this year to get back to 500. So who knows what's happening on the coaching carousel? Lions should be safe for 1 year. I don't know about Urban Meyer. Because at least in Detroit, they're like, the players love him. They love him. In Jacksonville, they were roasting him. The players were literally mocking him in practice.
The season, they were ripping him and saying how. And I have spoken up about this and for the last year. Just said, what a D-bag I believe he is, and from college all the way up and through. So there were all these reports about how toxic it was with him already there. And that's before all the bar groping, not getting on the plane stuff happened and everything. So I don't know. There's a lot of coaches may change for various reasons.
Pac Wyoming. Don't you guys have a fan for John before he passes out? Bro, I'm telling you, not you, Pac Wyoming, bro, in general.
I do feel since Megan opened the door, I do feel the kind of the nice.
That's good.
Yeah,
that's good. I'm glad you feel it.
You don't feel it at all?
not too much.
I do. You know what'll make you feel better is if you know what happens to cold air?
It rises,
No.
sinks, lower.
That's right. Yeah. Hot air rises, cold air sinks. If you get closer to the floor and we do some push-ups down, it's going to be cooler down there, dude. If we get down to the floor, it's going to be cooler.
Now, you'd be cooler if you had a beard. They were kind of cool. Things not looking good for Zimmer in Minnesota. They shouldn't be. The Vikings were largely a favorite in this offseason to contend with the Packers at minimum.
I like them.
And I liked them too. And their offense, dude, I read a tweet. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. Excuse me. And fourth and goal, by the way. Going for it. Love it.
I don't like it.
Right up the middle, baby. He's not open. No, that guy
Touchdown.
is. Touchdown 7-7. So I read this tweet and how do I find this? I'm not going to be able to, I don't think, because I don't follow the guy. But some guy's tweeting and he just goes, he's talking about the Dallas offense, but he doesn't mention Dallas at all. He just says, who do you think threw, and he names 3 hilariously complicated plays to pull off. The Dallas Cowboys and their backup quarterback. Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook, arguably one of the better running backs in the league.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson and Thielen, arguably the best wide receiver duo in the league. Arguably. They're up there. Tampa, maybe the Rams, maybe Atlanta. Right. Up there. Top 5 for sure. And that play calling was so bad yesterday. They're throwing the ball short all the time. They're not taking any shots downfield. And towards the end of the game, he finally does throw a couple downfield and hits them. So the Vikings looked horrible, and this guy roasted them. And I think at the very end, he said, everybody should be fired in Minnesota. And this is a writer for Minnesota.
Wow.
So not looking good. That was Kyle Rudolph, by the way.
I was saying, speaking of Minnesota, Kyle Rudolph just scored a touchdown pass right there.
I want to know what our Super Squares fam thinks about the Vikings and about their coach. I don't want to hear any more excuses from Vikings fans about how it's a call here, it's a missed field goal here, they could have won these games. That's Detroit's whole season.
I was going to say, kind of like we always hear from you about the Lions.
Detroit. We might go 0-17 and have 9 of those games.
And Jonathan won't just tell you about this year's games. Oh, he'll go back in time.
Dude, I got seasons memorized, okay? I've had so much therapy since 2008. Oh, man. But seriously, at some point, you're just not winning because you're not good. And maybe it's not the team, maybe it's not the players, maybe it's not the talent, it's the coaches. They got to do something.
Yeah.
Bourbon Drinker says, not an excuse, just a statement. Vikings lost Irv Smith. Bro, the Lions are without 12 of their starters, and they already have one of the worst rosters in the league, and they too should have won 4 games. It's just other teams are finding ways to do it.
Yeah.
Watch Tennessee win a few without Derrick Henry.
Look at Green Bay. Arguably the best receiver in the league last week. Sorry, out COVID. And everyone's like, oh, Jonathan, this is going to be a bloodbath. This is going to be a bloodbath. And look what Green Bay did with no receivers.
Against arguably the best team in the NFL at the moment.
At that time, yeah. Undefeated. Yeah, so teams find a way to get it done.
Good coaching beats that stuff for sure. So I feel for Vikings fans, though, because, man, it reminds me of the year that we had Caldwell, and I love Caldwell, so I'm not going to say anything negative about Jim Caldwell. He's probably one of the better coaches the Lions have had in my life, which doesn't say much, but says a little. And he couldn't get it done with Stafford and with, Calvin Johnson and Reggie Bush and Javid Best and Dominican Sue, Nick Fairley, Levy. I can go the whole team. And he just couldn't get it done. He got us to 2 playoff appearances, didn't win a game. You got the talent in Minnesota. You got to figure it out.
And this kind of like we talked about yesterday, and Tundra Walker saying there was a stat, something to the tune of, and we're talking about Minnesota excuses, that after the first TD drive, when Minnesota was on 3rd down, not once did they throw to the sticks, like 0 for 9.
Yeah.
We talked about that yesterday, hey, here, I need 10 yards. Here's a 6-yard pass. So Minnesota was stuck in that as well yesterday from what they're saying. So, no, hey, Billy's asking, are the Mosquitoes? Yeah, Mosquitoes suck. No.
Are they bad here?
Yeah.
Really? I haven't even seen one.
Yeah, they're bad.
Granted, I've barely been outside.
Yeah, they're not so good. Yeah, so they are just as bad here near the coast as they are inland, except right on the water. There aren't as many mosquitoes. I live maybe I don't know, a half mile, 3/4 mile in from the water, and we have tons of mosquitoes. But when you're right on the water, you get those little no-see-ums, they call them.
Oh, I hate that.
Yeah, and those are worse.
And then you get those little tiny mosquito thing bites, right? And they itch even more. Is that what those do? Don't they bite you? And you get a bunch of little tiny dots there. And I hate that. I hate bugs.
Oh, muffed kick. Oh, nice.
Crazy stuff.
Let me see. We talked through a whole update right there and break, and let me see what my score updates here.
Fake white teeth.
Oh.
Have you heard my latest hot take, Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, my latest one.
Oh, you gave me one 10 minutes ago.
This is later. This is just now.
The one about Jones being a bad quarterback? That was a hot take. The new one?
Okay. Did you know that the sun is cold?
The sun is cold.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that is hashtag fake news.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
When you get higher up in the air, is it warmer or is it colder?
Colder.
When you're higher up in the air, would you say you're closer to the sun or farther than when you're sitting on the ground?
Closer.
Interesting. Would you say it's cold or warm in space?
Cold.
Yeah. Top of Mount Everest, one of the highest places in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Cold? Way closer to the sun than we are now.
Yeah, cold. I'm going to say cold.
I rest my case. That's all. That's all. Yeah. Oh, last question. You ever been to the sun?
Never been.
Now I rest my case.
Never been there.
I don't know if I've ever talked about this on Super Squares before, but man, back when I was in ministry, and I worked at a parish. I'd visit the high school all the time and visit the kids and have fun at lunch and bring Taco Bell and stuff, right? And I'm sitting down with a group of 12 kids, just having a hilarious time, and all of a sudden we're laughing a lot, and we hear this other table just riot laughing. So we all stop and listen, and there's these 2 kids just standing up, making a case that the sun is cold. Complete joke, obviously, having so much fun, but they are hitting these points and pretending like they believe in it, and everyone in the lunchroom is just looking and laughing at these kids. Hilarious. Skeeter says, untrue. I looked at it with a thermal, and it registered as hot.
See?
Man, so we did talk about this before.
There you go.
Because he said that same joke last time.
There you go.
John, this close to being a flat earther. No. I already am a flat earther, bro. Kyrie Irving, baby. Am I right? Kidding.
Oh, Frank's going to be in a little bit later. We'll talk about aliens.
Did he text you?
No, I don't understand. I mean, usually he comes in.
At this point, I ate so much for dinner. I deserved it after a hard-working day.
Yeah, you do.
It's 9 o'clock.
If you did eat a lot of dinner, you know what else you did? If we do 25 push-ups, man, that'll probably, you put all, that in your body, you burn a little bit of those calories and everything and stuff, and kind of get that metabolism flow and help you stay up here for the rest of the show. It's cooler near the ground because Megan's opened that door. What do you say? Megan, 25 push-ups as a fam? Do you think we should do 25 push-ups and start today? 25 every day for the month of November? You think it's a good idea? Everyone? Let me know. If me and John, John.
I will film mine tomorrow morning on the beach and tweet it out.
Push-ups on the beach?
Yeah, but I don't want to be coughing. You already hear me coughing every 5 minutes.
Megan's not going to do them? Or you're going to say we shouldn't do
Arms
them?
work out every single day.
No, but like us. I didn't say that you had to do them. I was saying me and Jonathan do it. I'd like to. I'd like everyone to do it. I mean, I think that everyone will be like, man, you know what? At the beginning of the month, Dave said this. I couldn't do 25. I started off doing 10 because I wanted to do this. And next thing you know, like 3 weeks later, they're like, man, I'm doing like 30 push-ups now. And end of the month, they're like, I didn't think I could do this. I'm doing 50. Someone's going to have a cool story like that coming up here. But I think it's going to take me and John maybe.
Skeeter, this is the second fat joke I've received here on Super Scores in the last 2 days, man. Skeeter says pregnant men aren't supposed to do push-ups.
Oh, man.
I mean, listen, I know I got to lose another 25 pounds, but is it that bad?
I know that men can't have babies.
Right, that too. So it's not about me.
Yeah, no, it's not about you. That's just a moot point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew. How about 25 high fives? It's a great point from Jamie.
High five.
High five.
Very nice. I like you.
Skeeter loves me. He must be kidding.
Here's what we'll do. I think maybe Big Money Frank will be here by around halftime. He normally rolls in. So maybe we'll see if he'll do it too. Like all of us will do it together. We get Tim. Maybe Tim will want to do it, and like all of us can do 25.
Listen, I'll do it on the beach tomorrow and send a video. I mean, unless you're cool with me just missing the third quarter, taking a nap in the back.
No. It's going to get your blood flowing. You said, hey, let's keep the energy up. That, when you do that, your heart starts pumping more, the blood starts flowing more. Actually, it's the opposite of making you fall asleep.
But when I work out with a cough, I cough way more.
Right. Well, it's not a workout. It's just 25 push-ups. I mean, if we do it at the beginning of halftime, you've got like 11 minutes to recover.
Megan, you see this?
But at halftime, I do have, just to let you know as well, I have a couple of the Halloween jokes that Landon forgot from yesterday. So he gave me a couple of Halloween jokes, and then he gave me a normal joke. So I've got 3 of Landon's laughs for halftime. So that'll take.
I'll do it with you, Dave, anytime if you want. Make it 50, says Skeeter.
50. We can do 50. But 25 is like what the challenge is. I think I could probably get 25 in.
Frank wanted more hours. CEO cut his hours, or more money. CEO's cut. That's probably true.
Rich, you were correct. That was my point. Yep, exactly. Push-up. Halftime push-up competition. See how many we can do. Just mano-y-mano.
Boom.
Bam.
Boom. All right, I'm going to get water. You want anything?
I'm good, man. I got a half water left.
You sure?
These nuts are gone.
You want some of these?
I'm good. I had chili right before I came in. Let me see. What is this? Make sure. All right. I'm just checking on something right there. I'm refreshing my stats. So right now, my stats are not looking super great. But Patrick Mahomes, 73 yards, rolling up here into the second course. That's not horrible. Daniel Jones, 4 of 9 for 59 yards. It's a whole different looking team when Devontae Booker is your lead running back instead of Saquon Barkley. Hey, John, welcome back.
Yo, I'm back.
You didn't happen to do 25 push-ups around the corner, did you?
Yeah, I did. Got them done, out of the way. Bet channel points on who does more. Gosh, I feel like I'm back in high school.
Yeah, I know.
Skeeter just said bourbon is poison. What?
Bourbon is the nectar of the gods.
What did I miss there?
I don't know. But yeah, I'm not doing this to do like a competition or anything like that. We talked about this for leukemia and lymphoma, and to just do a challenge that it's for that, so that keeps you kind of in your mind. Plus, it makes you think about your own health. And so yeah, I don't think 25 is horrible. We can do that. Yeah, feel free to break them up if you want to. There's
another weird one.
Yeah, at least he completed this one and it was not an interception.
I think I beat Kimberly this week in fantasy football in our Super Scores League. It's not even fun to rub that in.
Yeah,
she's so sweet. She's always in here being kind, saying her team sucks.
And it's on the screen right there. The Skybox for tonight is frost-proof, but since we ended the first quarter, I think that Skybox is going to be locked. And if you're not in, I think it's too late, right?
Yeah, it's too late now.
So we have 162 is where I see we finished at. Awesome. Thank you all so much for being in the Skybox. Built 1000 right now from Davenport, Florida, at the top with 44 points. In my game group, I am dead last, which is really cool. Because I've played some games before and I've been in game groups, and the people at the end are like 8 points, 2 points, 0 points. So everybody in my game group right now is at 25 at the minimum, which means everybody registered, everybody put in predictors, everybody's already answered all their RXPs. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. Bending down to the side and
It's vintage Mahomes.
flipping that sidearm. See, at the bottom of the thing, Derrick Henry expected out for season.
That's wild.
Now, here again, the next one, Jameis Winston torn ACL.
Yeah, Hill looked a little surprised when that ball hit him. But it's 7-7.
Did he say timeout? Oh, that's time for, right? I'm doing RXP.
Do it.
Oh, what is this? Guaranteed rate, and that's a new logo right there. I wonder if it's a new commercial.
Yeah, Ryan Jean, it's wild, man.
It is.
It's just because it's an average viewer. It's not unique.
Today the day you lock in a low refi rate with guaranteed rate. This may be your last chance to lower your monthly payments and save thousands. Call 877.
Love that, Scolger.
Low rate.
Uh-oh.
Yes. I was memorizing the phone number. I was watching that and I'm
Yep.
memorizing the phone number. It's like 177 low rate, 1-800-77 low rate, whatever. All right, so I got that one. Still in 25th, but I'm coming back.
I feel like it's been first down every single play of this drive.
Yep. So how do you think Adrian Peterson's going to play into the Titans?
I don't think he's going to play. I don't think he's going
hasn't
to
played all year long.
Yeah, I don't think he's
he
going
went and
to.
had a workout today, and they signed him just like that. So
They've got to have a backup that they like better than him already. So he might get like 1 or 2 carries a game. I don't think that. And then if I had to bet, is he going to play a snap? I'd say no.
they had one kid that got hurt, I think, in preseason. That was going to be their primary backup running back, and I thought he was going to be out for like 5.
Pick.
No,
Another one.
It's incomplete. I think it's incomplete.
I don't know, man.
It's incomplete. I think it's incomplete. Yeah, incomplete. So, I can't remember the kid's name, but he's out, I think, for the year as well. And so they've got a couple of backups that haven't done a whole bunch. Let's see here.
Yeah, it clearly hits the ground, which is lame.
It's lame that it hit the ground?
Yeah, it would have been fun.
Yeah, Darrington Evans was, I believe, supposed to be their primary backup, but he is done for the season. They announced a few days ago. I thought he was supposed to be out for a few weeks. So Jeremy McNichols and Dontrell Hillard, both names that come to your mind when you think of Hall of Fame running backs.
Yeah.
National Football League. Yeah. So Tennessee's, and I think one guy's carried the ball 6 times this season.
Man, the Chiefs do not look good running the ball today, but they're getting first downs. Yeah, he looks confused.
I saw a list today. It said 5 potential trades to replace Derrick Henry, and there were 5 names on it.
Was Montgomery on it?
Montgomery was not on it. Where did I see that article? I wonder if it was here. I know it had Marlon Mack, like I said, was on there. They also had what's his name from Denver?
Melvin Gordon.
Miles from Tomorrowland. Yeah, they had him on the list, but it said he'd be doubtful, but he was on the list.
Dude, if I was Houston, I'd give all my running backs up.
Let me see. 9 odds. I don't know where it is.
Is that big money?
Yes, it is.
Yes. I told you he'd be here at some point. So we'll have to see if he's on board.
Let's see what you got, Frank.
Oh, there he is. Can't even see in the light. I can't even see him.
Perfect. Good. Because I'm a little full.
You want some food?
I'm a little full, so I didn't want any of those spicy nugs anyway.
Someone's what? Spicy
Remember
nuts?
that? Those Burger King spicy nugs, bro?
Oh, you want some?
No, I don't.
Actually-
I'm so full.
And I actually agreed. Jonathan and I agreed that if you brought spicy
He
nuggets,
was
that
gonna
I
try.
would do a ghost pepper nugget. And then in exchange, John and I are going to do 25 push-ups.
But now I don't have
each
to
right
do 'em.
now for
I'm not
Leukemia
feeling
and
great,
Lymphoma
so.
Society. But we were waiting for you to show up to see if you want to join us as well in 25 push-ups every day for the month of November. 25 push-ups.
I'll do the 25 spicy nugs.
Attaboy, Frank. Look at this.
How about Giants do?
How about this? They're tied.
Yeah, they went for it on 4th down, 4th and goal from the 2-yard line, and they went for it and got in.
Kansas City's driving right now, 2nd and 5 on the 10. So we'll
Just
see what
go
happens
to me,
here.
Loaf. Don't go changing.
First down.
I'm down the hall if you need me.
Okay.
All right.
Good.
You want anything to drink or anything?
I'm
Kansas
perfect,
City's-
man.
Kansas City's about to score.
All right. How are you? Nice shirt.
I know Jake and I are matching.
They're just dinking and dunking their way down the field.
See?
All right. No. How about not to Kelsey? Is that Frank Gore?
Frank, they can't be. Frank Gore's not alive still, is he? He's not still in the National Football
Look
League,
at
is
him.
he? Oh my
I'm
goodness!
pretty
that's
sure he
Frank
just
Gore.
did an old man walk.
That's crazy.
Oh, Derek Gore. Good. It's his
I
little
was
brother.
gonna say, there's
It's
no way
his son.
Frank Gore's still playing.
It's his son.
I wonder if it is.
It would not surprise me.
Oh, they were just talking about the touchdown thing here.
Yeah, it was a Kansas City touchdown, Frank.
He's 26. There's no way.
And that right there.
Oh my gosh, that's his kid.
Is it really?
No shot. Franklin Gore Sr.
Let's see what this notification is. Maybe it's Tebow. Let me see. No.
Nobody knows.
There was someone commenting on a response that I so today, the Chicago Bears, America's team, posted today, this morning on the Twitter, 22 years ago today, we lost a legend, but his legacy will live forever. Today is the day that Walter Payton passed away, 22 years ago. Greatest running back of all time.
Third greatest running back. May he rest in peace.
Greatest running back of all time.
May he rest in peace.
Walter Payton.
Greatest. I might give you greatest football player of all time.
But
I might give
how
you
can
that.
you be the greatest football player of all time, but not be the greatest at your position of all time?
Because he played a lot of positions and the game's different and there were just a lot better running backs.
Who's the greatest running back of all time?
Barry Sanders, not close. Not close.
Okay, who's second?
Who's second?
Peyton's third. Who's second?
Peyton's third. Second. Who am I putting at second up there? How about
If you have to think that long,
no? Because
about it,
I could put a couple more maybe ahead of Walter.
Oh,
So I'm
okay.
trying to be very careful here with my words.
Oh, okay.
How dare you disrespect the juice? Says Skeeter. Second
2,000 yards.
of all time. Why do I want to say I loved LaDainian Tomlinson.
He was great. Yeah.
Loved him.
LT was great.
I'd probably go LT and then Walter.
Oh my goodness.
But again, it's not disrespect. The guy played a bunch of different positions, and without him, they don't win that Super Bowl. So he's great. But you're talking pure runner. Who do you want to have the ball today in the NFL? Barry Sanders every time. He makes plays Walter never could make.
Today in the NFL. So if I could pick any running back at all in history to be on my NFL roster in 2021,
Yeah.
to just exclusively run the ball.
Yeah. And I think we've got to be, I mean, this is going to make some of the elder folks a little upset. Football, the talent level and with all the vitamins and the stuff we know about diet and just evolution in general, they're the best athletes ever right now. Right? I mean, they are. Credit Bears defense. The 85 defense for the Bears would have a hard time stopping the offense today because the game's changed so much faster, bigger receivers, bigger athletes. So yeah, I look at that. That's why I have a hard time. And this is where we could get. This is where I'm going to get in real trouble. No,
don't tell me you're going to start talking about LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
No,
okay,
I'm not going to bring that up.
Okay.
Not tonight. But this is where I like. I clearly you have to give Babe Ruth like best baseball player of all time.
I agree.
But he's probably like talent wise, and if you look at the best players of all time, he's probably not even in the top 5. But he changed the game, and he was the best for so long that it's just like we're just always going to call him the best.
Now, when most people, what do you think of when you think of Babe Ruth?
I mean, I think of baseball.
Right.
Like,
but as far as like baseball, being a baseball player, what do you think of when you think of Babe Ruth? What comes to mind when you think of Babe Ruth?
Great at everything. Great at all the aspects of baseball. And just changing the game forever, making history.
Do you think more offense when you think of Babe Ruth or more defense when you think of Babe Ruth?
I think of offense, but again, I wasn't around then, and he was a great defensive player.
But yeah, most people, when you hear Babe Ruth, you think of Babe Ruth at the plate. You think of the legend. You think of him, whether he did it or not, pointing.
Right.
When he's really calling his shot. You think of all the offensive power that he had. Babe Ruth was a phenomenal pitcher as well. And a lot of people were like, and you're like, what the hell? Babe Ruth was. Just go look, just Google like Babe Ruth pitching stats, and you'll see how much he pitched and how many complete games he had, and how dominant he was. I mean, like in every facet of the game. It's not just like, well, he was just a great power hitter, or he was, I mean, that guy transcended the sport. And I agree with you, is the greatest of all time. I don't think you can argue. And I think in basketball, you go Michael Jordan, and in my opinion, Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time. In baseball, Babe Ruth is the greatest of all time. Football, I think you can argue several different ways. Hockey, I think you go Wayne Gretzky's the greatest of all time. I mean,
Gordie Howe.
Okay, being from Detroit, you see that, okay, but
little bias there.
But when you look at football, yeah, I mean, it could be like you
Tom
said.
Brady.
There may be. He is though. He is the greatest of all time. Tom Brady.
Thank you.
He's the greatest cheater of all time. So
I didn't cough early enough, man. All right, can Daniel Jones tie this game before half?
So Skeeter says, "Give me the guy that truly scares people to death." Did he say something before that, or how did I? Something about the juice?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
But Skeeter also
I
says
see.
best baseball player is either Satchel Paige or Sandy Koufax.
I remember when OJ ran for 2,000 yards.
Are we
man.
counting steroids or not? Because if we're counting steroids, Barry Bonds is up there.
Yeah, Barry Bonds. No, he's not.
So we're not counting steroids.
No, we're not counting steroids, and we're not counting Barry Bonds.
Barry Bonds' neck went from like the size of my arm to the size of both my legs combined.
There you go.
It's impressive.
I'd rather have Ken Griffey Jr. if you're talking about that era.
He was fun.
Yeah.
You know, so I was just thinking about this the other day because I was trying to rank my top 5 in every sport.
All right.
And the more I learn, the more I watch, older games or think back, the more I change it.
I'm sorry. I just did this really quick. Just pulled up Babe Ruth pitching stats.
Yeah.
Now, when you see guys today in Major League Baseball, and you're like, oh, that guy he started 20 games this year. He started 22 games this year. He started 24 games. Here's Babe Ruth at the age of 19 in his first year. He started 4 games. It's not Daniel Jones, is it? No. Okay.
No, but there's a flag, unfortunately.
In his second year, at 20 years old, so it started 32 games. Next year, 44 games. I mean, like, it's crazy when you look at everything he did. But go ahead. I'm sorry. So the top 5 in every sport you were talking, kind of like last night we were talking about the Mount Rushmore of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, like one of the baseball players I remember watching the most as a kid, and I had family. I went to a couple games in Phoenix. I had family in Arizona, so I'd go there. I loved watching Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
pitch.
You know what? When Skeeter said, and he's joking and talking about O.J. Simpson, when he said, "Give me the guy that everybody feared," the first thing that popped in my brain was Randy Johnson.
Yes.
When the big unit would walk out there, dude,
His
and
mustache.
yeah, it's just scary. It's intimidating. It's
what was he
scary.
like 6'5", 6'6"?
I think he was bigger than that. I think he was like, he was bigger. I think he was like at least 6'6".
His hair flowing in the wind.
And that's a guy you're scared of. Like, oh my goodness, here comes a 100+ mile an hour fastball right at me, and I'm praying it doesn't hit me.
Yeah, he was crazy.
Yeah,
fun
very
to watch.
intimidating.
He blew up a bird. He did. Remember that?
Remember we talked about that? Yeah, when the bird was flying across. Boom.
Yep. See ya. Look at Daniel Jones. And they did count that play. I don't know what the flag was, but
Fabio blew up a bird too.
Really?
Fabio, yeah, on a roller coaster, I believe. I think he was on a roller coaster.
That's
Seriously,
nuts.
I think he was on a roller coaster and a bird hit Fabio like right in the face with a nose, didn't he? Is that a true story? I think so.
So you brought up Babe Ruth and the stats again, but like, don't you think that he, like, in today's baseball,
I think it'd be awesome.
he wouldn't even be able to pitch?
I think that's fake news.
It's such a different game.
Is that because like back then they were doing this and going?
Yeah, I mean, just it was a different game, right?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And so I just feel like, but again, what he did for it, I really do think that most people agree that LeBron James is pound for pound probably the most talented basketball player of all time. But they still give the GOAT to Jordan because of what he did. And it's like, so how do we do that in sports where we separate, generations? Where a lot of people for the last 10 years who are wrong, we're saying that baseball is just or basketball is just a wuss sport now, and it's just a bunch of offense. Dude, these players are better now in basketball than they've ever been. As we get older, as we grow and learn more, people are going to be better at the game. So how do you separate? I kind of am starting to hate top 5, top 10 lists. I almost want to rank them like in their era.
Yeah, from the top 5 of the 70s, top 5 of the 80s.
Yeah, because like what's his name? Babe Ruth. He changed the game forever, so he should always be known as number one. But I don't even know if he'd start on most teams right now.
Well, speaking of great players starting on teams, I'm going to go back to something you said about 2 minutes ago because my brain clicked on something that I think I saw on your Twitter. And I know some people have these. I don't know how they do them. I read stories someday and they're like, someone pulled this up from 13 years ago that someone put on Twitter about whatever. So I don't know if there's ways to search things, but I swear within the last couple of months, you posted something and said, I will never make the argument again that LeBron James is better than Jordan. Or
Have you noticed I didn't do that?
That's what I'm saying.
I just said he's a GOAT. I'm never going to make that argument again. I'm over LeBron, bro. But that's bias now entering in.
Okay, good.
At least I can admit that.
All right. Okay. So then,
Hypocrite.
So Matthew USA says Jim Abbott was an impressive pitcher. Now you're a Michigan guy, right? Jim Abbott. Pitched at the University of Michigan.
Yep.
And he pitched with the Yankees, and then came to the White Sox, and I got to cover him in the mid '90s when I was there. Number one, just a really nice dude, just a really nice guy. But to see the disability that he had and overcame to become a dominant pitcher in Major League Baseball was crazy. And those of you that are not familiar with Jim Abbott, he had. Where's my phone ringing? Let me just grab this because my dad's in the hospital. I just want to make sure nothing's going on. Hold on, let me grab this. Hold on 1 second. This is David. Can I help you?
This is gonna be a good story when he gets back for sure. Skeeter, come on. I know you're not kidding either, Skeeter.
It was the Hilton Hotel thanking me for staying there once. And I think they want to put me on some kind of list, give me a free vacation, all that stuff. I passed it up, Jonathan. I passed it up for all you so I could get back to you.
You're such a good man.
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, can I borrow your phone?
This afternoon, it was the extended warranty again. And they lied to me because last time they called me, they said this was the last call they were going to make because they sent me notification in the mail. My warranty had expired. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pass this up.
Yep.
They called back again today. Liars. So Jim Abbott, like I said, Jim Abbott did not. He had one full arm and then he had a partial arm and had a disability. And so he would hold his glove under the short arm that he had, and he'd wind up and he'd pitch, and then he'd take the same hand that he pitched with and throw the glove on as he's coming through to play defense. It was phenomenal. It was just beautiful to watch every pitch because he had to do that every single pitch. And in baseball, the pitcher is the closest thing to that ball coming back at you. You can say, well, the catcher's right there, but the catcher's behind. When a ball comes forward, the pitcher is the first line of defense. We've seen some horrific injuries in the last few years of guys getting hit. So, yeah, he would wind up on the mound and have his glove under his arm come through and pitch, and then slide his hand into the glove and come back to play defense. And it was great. And he was just a really cool guy to watch and great guy in the locker room, and just amazing to show that, people that have disabilities can achieve, and not just like Paralympic sports and things, but can compete like at the highest level in Major League Baseball.
That is very cool. Alex wants to know how many calls for extended warranties y'all have been getting this month. I've gotten none.
None?
No, but y'all need to take out an extended warranty on your air conditioning in this building.
I think it was repaired a couple years ago because there was a leak in the ceiling over there last year, and I think it all got replaced and brand new.
You closed that door, didn't you, Megan?
You did close it?
Yeah.
Why? Were there mosquitoes coming in?
Well, I just want to make sure no bugs. It cooled off.
Oh, it did it?
It cooled off.
Wow.
It cooled off right next to Megan because she was sitting next to the door.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I think what we need to do is, again, get closer to the floor. Cool air sinks, warm air rises. We'll do some push-ups. It'll help everybody out.
There we go.
Alex says he's gotten easily 30 calls this last month.
Don't let Skeeter in. Skeeter the mosquito. Kansas City's going to try to score here.
Oh, he almost pulled it down with one hand.
Every time I get a call from someone that I know is not a real person, I just block them.
Oh, well,
do you know you can do that? Well, so like, okay.
Oh, I mean, after the call comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do the same
so
thing.
So like, I never answer unless I have an emergency and I have to answer. I don't know who it is. I try not to answer, and if they don't leave a voicemail or they do, and I can tell it's a scam, I just boom.
Yep.
And then just block
caller.
them.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I like to screw with them all first, though, and my kids just like totally enjoy it now, and they'll, they can tell by the way I answer the phone, and it's please hang on the line. This is the Internal Revenue Service, and your Social Security number has been suspended. Please stay on the line or press 1 now, whatever. And I will press 1, and I will just have a blast with these people.
Yeah.
And normally
we should do it live on stream right now.
Yeah,
we really could.
We probably could.
It'd be hilarious.
So the last one I got was like a week ago, and it said we have a it didn't say a warrant. It said there's been something about your Social Security has been reported or whatever, and stay on the line. And so I got on the line, and I would, and this guy is like, hello, Social Security office, which kind of threw it off a little bit at first. And I'm like, I just got a phone call, says that there's an award for me. Did I win the lottery? I bought a ticket last night. And the guy's like, no, sir, we are going to suspend you, Social Security. And I'm like, no, you can't suspend me. I said, I got a date tomorrow night. I made a hottie. And I would just go on with them. They're like, do you have a girlfriend? I'm like, can you hook me up? Is that why you're calling? And I'll just screw with them with all kinds of different things. Or I get the ones that say like your Apple phone. I don't even have an Apple phone.
Right.
Where your Apple such and such. And so I'll start talking to them on the phone, and they're like, yes, we need you to go into your phone and whatever. I'm like, I don't like apples. I'm a banana guy. I like bananas and oranges. Can you help me with the bananas? And I'll just keep them on the line and keep screwing with them until finally I think they realize, either after about 5 minutes of this, that they're never going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
Or I get to the point where I'll go, boop, this is the Pinellas County Sheriff, the Cyber Crimes Division. Who is this? And then they'll hang up really quick. But I just like spoof them like that all the time just to screw with them.
I love it. Man, I remember making prank calls as a kid. I miss that. Calling restaurants. Excuse me, sir, is your refrigerator running? Yes. Better go get it. Calling the bowling alley. Hey, do you guys have 9-pound balls? Oh, you do? How do you walk? I was like 10. I had no idea what I was
It's like The
saying.
Simpsons.
Right?
It's like The Simpsons. When Bart would call the bar and he'd ask for somebody, he's like, hey, is there a Seymour Butts here? Seymour Butts, is anybody Seymour Butts? Oh, you.
Beck says you can still do that. Can you prank call someone right now?
You probably can. But I mean, nowadays with like caller ID and all that, everything, so you got to make sure you block your number out when you're not that I prank call anybody ever, but I'm just saying those are steps you'd probably want to take nowadays.
Skeeter, remember that magic trick we did? It was amazing.
It was. Can we do that again tonight? Hey, Skeeter.
Yeah,
I'll tell
Skeeter,
you
what's behind me?
No, there's a whole fridge. We've got a bunch of Miller Lights in that fridge in a case. Can we do that trick tonight and reach into that case and get a Miller Light?
Could you imagine?
That'd be crazy. Oh, where's my number?
Call Skeeter pretending to be goalie.
Maybe it's Brandon. We call him Brandon. Or we're calling nobody.
He'll call himself. He called himself.
Does that mean we're calling Brando?
I heard his Timmy.
I was about to do the refrigerator running one. Because everybody has a fridge.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
You have Prince Albert in a can. That was always a famous one from back in the day.
No, I haven't said that phrase in 10 years.
Yeah, see?
Skeeter's in a hotel room without a deck of cards. I thought he said with a deck of cards. I thought that was going to get a little inappropriate. Call Frank's desk phone. Y'all want to tour the studio? I'll just walk around with the camera.
Yeah, we can do that. Go visit everybody.
Go see Frank's office.
Hey, right now, I mean, it's Daniel Jones in the lead at 126 yards, not Patrick Mahomes. How about that? After the brutal start that he had.
3rd and 15 as well, so the Giants can have another chance to put more points up on the board.
Look at Mahomes. He's got all day back there. He's like, come on, I'm Patrick Mahomes. Oh, I'm not sure what happened there.
Why does he make those risky throws?
Oh, man. I don't think you're going to get that one. And speaking of teams that need receivers, I mean, this team needs a good, solid number 2 to complement Hill. They pick him Green, right? Is he playing or what's his name? Gordon, Josh Gordon. Is he actually playing? Remember they picked him up?
Playing,
yeah, there he is, right there. Josh Gordon. He's in the game. He has one target.
Oh, there you go.
Because they picked him up and thought, okay, maybe he'll be the 2 to Tyreek Hill. Not really.
At the hotel, motel,
Holiday Inn.
How about that flag? Oh, how about another flag, dude? They just need him in the face. He was already on the ground.
Oh.
Could have flagged him twice. And now Daniel Jones is going to do something.
So Tony gets this.
I don't think that was a flag.
I don't think so either. I mean, it's
okay.
Oh, you got it. Your head's
Watch him. Watch the after though. He falls down and gets kneed in the face.
Now, speaking of shots like that, I mean, yesterday the Jets. I saw a little bit today on the Jets win, and they beat the Bengals. They said people are calling for the suspension or firing or whatever of an official, and I went and I watched the replay, and it was one of these helmet calls. It was a terrible. I mean, really a really bad call. Where, I mean, the guy went in like super low and like the running back bends down to his level and like runs his head into him, and they called it on the defender.
Wow.
And played a role in the outcome of the game. And so, yeah, that whole helmet thing is so, kind of judgy. And I mean, you're running down a field at, 20 miles an hour or whatever, full speed and trying to get to some guy. And, he dinks right and you go left and you're diving at him and your helmet's it's on top of your freaking head. I mean, you're going this way. Now, I mean, if some dude like just goes straight into some guy's head and, up under his face mask and his hand, leads head first with the helmet, different story. But I think when you're just full contact and running and trying to tackle that, sometimes they get kind of ticky-tacky on that stuff when it's just football.
Jets.
Jets.
They won yesterday.
Because of that call.
Yeah.
I've been told.
Wow, first down. Let's go. Keep it going. Maybe some urgency from the Giants team.
I think they got plenty of time. 48 seconds left, dude. And they got 3 timeouts.
0 timeouts.
Was it 0? Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't see that behind that. That's going to get them downfield quick, that run.
Now you got to spike it.
1st and 10.
Just embarrassing clock management. This is where you need
Did
Madden
you see that
players.
stat? New York Giants outscored 42-0 in the final 2 minutes of a half.
Not to. Oh,
Oh,
Flag. And is the receiver hurt?
oh, wow. That would be huge for them.
He looked like he was in pain. It looked like he dragged his foot. I mean,
Yeah, where did he get hurt?
yeah, I think I don't know if his toe like caught in the turf and went back and did something to his knee. Let's see something here. New York Football Giants.
Bourbon Drinker says pulled his groin. I love the doctors that we have here in the Super Squares fam.
Yeah.
They're almost always right as well. Bourbon Drinker, what you sipping on, bro? I'm sipping on some high quality H2O.
That's high quality H2O. It might be a groin. We'll see.
Bradshaw's bourbon? Not Terry Bradshaw's bourbon.
Probably. How many other Bradshaws are there?
I hope his bourbon's better than his sports game.
I mean, there's the Brett. What do you mean?
See what I
He's one of
did
the
there?
greatest quarterbacks of all time.
So I want to pick him.
Oh, okay.
Win Terry's
that
money.
one. I think he meant like he was actually complaint. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Is the whole what is $2,000 or $20,000?
It is. Terry Bradshaw has his own bourbon. Wow. Bourbon's good. Okay. Aquadome's sipping on chocolate milk. Chocolate milk. Do a lot of grown adults drink milk and chocolate milk for the gains.
For the gains?
For the gains, bro. Get that.
Chocolate milk?
Yeah, seriously. I mean, the sugar obviously not great, but shall put weight on. I'm sure he's preparing for a boxing match. Chess boxing.
Maybe.
Bourbon Drinker says worst Hall of Fame QB, Terry Bradshaw.
That's fake news.
I mean,
I don't have to look.
why would you even have that combo? Who's the worst, one of the best of all time?
Yeah.
Worst Hall of Fame QB.
Pro Football Hall of Fame. Our good friends. Let me see if I can go to. There's Troy Aikman, class of 2006. Where's the all-time list of quarterbacks? There's the Hall of Fame shop. You know they're open, I think, 365 days a year. You know that?
I did. Did you know all 32 teams are represented?
Yeah, and they even have stuff for the gals, I think.
Yep.
Everything, yeah.
You can't get moss. Did you know sometimes at night the bus talk to each other?
I've heard that. I'm not sure if there's any proof of that, but I've heard that.
Skeeter says Eli Manning soon. Wow. Tommy likes Swingy says Aikman's worse.
I'm trying to find the list of.
See, I grew up in the 90s watching Elway, Aikman. I liked them. Dan Marino. You know?
Dan Marino's great.
I like those guys. They were fun to watch.
Eli Manning soon.
You know, Ryan Greasy. And other greats. Charlie Batch.
Eric Kramer.
How about this question? I like this question. This goes for everybody in the fam as well. But Dave gets the answer first.
Okay.
Who is your all-time favorite bad Chicago Bear?
My all-time favorite bad Chicago
Yeah.
Bear?
Did you ever have a player on the team you just really loved, but he wasn't very good?
Gosh. It's a very unusual question.
You're welcome.
And one that doesn't just like pop to your brain where it's like, oh, that's the guy. So let me ponder on that for a minute. My all-time favorite Chicago Bear that wasn't like a great player.
D-Rock says Tom Waddle. That's a great answer.
So funny. Tom Waddle hosts a show with my buddy from college.
Megan says Minshew for the Jags. For me, For me, it's Joey Harrington.
Tom Waddle though was a great receiver in his day. He was very key. I'm gonna have to say
Probably Jim McMahon for you.
no. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Fake news.
Um,
You can't find a list with him in the top 50 on Google.
yeah, but you can. I bet you can find one with the biggest cheater of all time in that list.
Probably.
Right. So
Probably.
what does it tell you about the integrity of that list? So, a Chicago Bear that wasn't that great. Brian Bashnagel comes to mind. I mean, he wasn't great, but he was just like, one of the players that I loved as a little kid. Joe Kane, who was a linebacker in the 90s that I covered, came from Seattle, and like most people probably like, who the hell is Joe Kane? Because he wasn't a big, huge name or whatever, but he was a linebacker, played with the Bears, and he was freaking hysterical.
Yeah.
That dude was just like so funny and would always just talk to us in the locker room and was always cracking jokes, everything and stuff, and talking about how, just wide open, book about, how he's got to go to, like, before every game he gets nervous and has to go take a dump and make sure he takes his dump before the game. And all kinds of, just like no filter at all is great. I was a big Joe Kane fan. So those are the kind of guys that come to mind. But I mean, like any guy that's playing in the National Football League has enough talent to play in the National Football League. I mean, there have been some busts, if you will, in certain eras, that are really high draft picks that come with a bunch of fanfare that just amount to, almost nothing.
A lot of great answers in the fam.
Elvis Patterson.
I liked Joe Fourier. Any Lions fans or NFC North fans remember Joe Fourier? He was a tight end from the Lions, and he every week he scored. He for some reason just kept catching touchdowns in the red zone from Stafford, and he just every week had a crazy new dance. And if TikTok was around when Joe Fourier was doing celebrations, he would have been viral every week from all his dance. Yep, there he goes. Bourbon Drinkers or Big Ray says tight end dancer.
Eddie Lacy.
That's a great answer, Eddie Lacy. I liked him a lot too. Chester Taylor.
I got no partial.
Moeldy Moore. I remember him, Tundra.
And right now, 191, 180, we're in the ballpark of what we're thinking for maybe total yards in this game.
Now, I told you pick a Bears player.
Yeah, no, so that's what I was saying. Brian Bashnagel or Joe Kane.
Yeah, because I know who you'd pick if you picked like just a regular NFL player. Tim Tebow.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, Tim Tebow was, he's, like I said, fantastic dude. Not a great NFL quarterback.
What did John on? What that means.
What did John on? What is John on?
Water.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm not doing too good. I think I'm still in, 25th place in my game group. Haven't matched a partial yet. Nothing. AIGO. Is that Ago? Ago or Igo from Gaylord, Minnesota? First place in my game group at 52 points right now. And on top of the Brother Justice Skybox, Bobby Joe Askins 90 from Fort Worth, Texas, with a 51.36 right now, my friends.
It's pretty impressive. Big Winnie Frank doing pretty well.
All right, John. In my hand, I have, for those of you that were with us last night, I did one Halloween joke because my kid didn't get them to me in time, whatever, because they were out and I forgot to get them. So I do have 2 Halloween jokes for you. So we'll start with those. It was yesterday. And then a regular joke.
All right, here we go.
All right, so here is the first Halloween joke. What's a vampire's favorite holiday? What's a vampire's favorite holiday? Keep in mind, those of you that are new, these are from a 10-year-old. Okay? So, any guesses on what a vampire's favorite holiday is? Anyone? Any guesses?
Where's Dexter when you need him?
I haven't seen Dexter. I haven't seen all caps tonight.
I do think for some reason tonight the chat's a little delayed. It's like 30 seconds maybe out where I mean from them responding to what we're saying.
Okay. We're going to give it 30 seconds or so and see if anyone comes up with an answer to what is a vampire's favorite holiday.
Thanks, Bourbon Drinker, for the compliment. Nice harmonizing, he said.
Sandra Walker as a guest. Sunday D-Rock as a guest. So, a vampire's favorite holiday, yes, Bourbon Drinker, is Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Thanksgiving.
One. I mean, that was good. I'm gonna give that one a 7 out of 10.
There you go. There's a second joke. 2. Okay, our second Halloween joke. What do ghosts eat for dessert? What do ghosts eat for dessert?
Megan's laughing in the background. Boom, boom.
So, what do ghosts eat for dessert? And again, these are from a 10-year-old. And I was
moon pie.
A moon pie, maybe a moon pie. I still can't believe that Carson Wentz did that. I don't really understand.
Cheese
what that was.
scared cake.
Blueberries. Good. You good guys there? Blueberries. Mosquitoes. Hello, air. Doji ice cream. Air. Blueberry pie. Blueberry pie. There's one correct answer in there.
Mosquitoes.
But what do ghosts eat for dessert? And my son told me when I give the answer, I have to say ice cream.
Oh,
I have to say it like that. I can't just say ice cream. Ice cream. Get it? Ghosts, ice cream.
that was good.
There you go.
I'm gonna give that one a 7.5 out of 10.
All right. And here is our last Landon's Laugh. This is not Halloween themed. This is just a regular one. What do you call two birds in love? What do you call two birds in love?
Frank likes that.
Lovebirds.
That's what I was gonna say.
Good, Craig. So one guess right there. Any guesses? So this is our last joke. What do you call two birds in love?
Billy. He would get this one right because it is halftime and he enjoys dating during halftime.
That is true. He does enjoy dating
Yeah.
during halftime. And the answer is, and it's funny that Billy says that. Yes, Tweethearts.
Wow.
Two birds in love, Tweethearts.
10 out of 10, Landon.
Yeah, there you go.
Suck it to me.
I don't like a course ditka there, my friend.
Yeah. So I got a joke.
All right, I'm going to stand up for it because I think we're going to get warmed up and get ready for push-ups.
So I'm a mob.
How long
And I go to the doctor and I say, so good. Uh-oh, there's drama in the Super Squares fam.
Oh, why is there drama?
Because we don't know who Billy's going to give the rose to.
Oh. There's 3 women you said,
I
right?
think, I don't know, man. Oh, hey, look, the Lions.
A Lions fumble and 44-6. Man, it's just painful just to look at that. The headline I saw this morning was it said something like Lions steaming or something about a train reference to 0-17. And I was like, man, it was, I mean, just no respect.
Have we talked about this?
That they're gonna
Dan
beat the Bears on Thanksgiving?
Well, I hope so. That Dan Campbell was a backup tight end. He was a blocking tight end, so starting most plays for the Lions when they went 0-16.
Oh,
And now he's the coach. He could be part of the 0-17.
they got to win.
That'd be bad.
They'll win a game.
That would be bad. I think so too. They'll win one. They'll get one.
They'll win one game.
And you know what would be funny? As if they win the last game of the season against the Packers because the Packers are sitting everybody. Wouldn't that be funny?
I wonder if the Packers had that chance and were in that situation, knowing that they would be the team that would lose to a team if they would still then play their starters because
I'm glad you asked, because that exact same thing happened in 2016. I think that's when 08. Whenever we went on 16. I think it was 08. And the Packers did play their starters for the first half, and they won.
And that's the answer to your question, my friend. All right, Frank, you coming out to do the push-ups with us, our halftime push-ups?
I will do the push-ups if you grow your beard, bro. Otherwise, I'm waiting until tomorrow.
How long do I have to
They
grow the
can
beard
they can hear my sickness. I'm under the weather. But I'll cheer you on. Let's go, Dave.
I'll see if I can get 25 in, and then I'm going to do it every day. If the fam does it as well too. And again, you don't have to do all 25 at once. Or you can break it up and do 5 and then 5 and then 5 and then 5, or do 10 in the morning and 10 at night or something like that. But
let's go, Dave. All right.
oh, am I sore? Are you
He
going
did
to
this to himself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Good form. 19, 20.
5 more, right?
5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There he goes. 80. I'm no math guy.
But that was 25.
That was 25. And if you do that a couple days in a row, you're going to break 80 for 80's Dave.
There we go. I will. 25.
Peter says, all the way down. Don't slow down.
I went all the way down. I wanted to stop there to make sure that John was counting right.
His elbows are audibly cracking.
I squat down, you'll hear my knees snap, crackle, and pop too.
Flying Car says, I thought arms had to go 90 degrees. Do I have to teach you all anything? This man is a veteran. You shut your mouth about push-ups. All right? I'm 34. I'm not doing them right now. He just did them. How about some affirmations?
Well, one of the problems I have is that I've got like gorilla arms. I do like what do you have like dress shirts?
Oh, yeah.
What's your
Dude,
sleeve
it's
like?
tough. I don't have it memorized, but
Okay.
it's I'm like you. I got ridiculously wide shoulders,
And then like stupid
long arms.
Yeah.
Push-ups have always been tough for me. Squats.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I'm out of shape.
Billy, yes, I do. Round's a shape.
Round is a shape. That's true. Pear is a shape. Round is a shape. All right, what do you say? Tim's next?
Yo, Tim's jacked.
You got to come out.
Tim's got to give me his secret, man. I'm pretty sure that guy drinks at least 2 beers a day, and he's still just jacked.
And if not, chocolate milk too.
Yo, Tim, you want that chocolate milk?
Oh, hello, it is I, the Count, yes.
No chocolate milk for him.
I need to get another water. I'm out of water. Hey, thanks, Meg.
James got wide shoulders too. Bourbon drinker. I have no problem doing 25 push-ups a day at all. I love that. Sounds good. I'll add it on top of my workouts.
So tomorrow you're going to do 25.
Sure, I'll
and then,
film
then
it.
another 25 to catch up for today.
Sure.
Okay, cool.
That's not the issue. The issue is that literally, you can hear me. Now I live in Illinois, where I had to take like 8 tests before I came out here. My whole family did. So I have no flu.
Thank you.
No COVID, no RSV, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's some kind of long.
No idea.
thing, Yeah.
I got nothing. And I have. The doctor told me I'm not contagious because I've been coughing for 2 weeks. So, but if I did 25 right now, I literally would be coughing the rest of this night.
Well, we don't.
It would
want
not
that.
be fun. It wouldn't be fun.
You don't want you to cough.
So I will. All right, Skeeter. I did do a stream. This was a mistake. This was before. So I need to drop another 20 pounds.
All right.
But like a year ago, I was even in worse shape. And I did a stream. I was like, oh, I'm going to start working out. This is before Orange Theory, probably like 2 years ago. And I did a stream on Bearded Blevins. And I said, you know what I'm going to do tonight? Every time I lose in Fortnite, and I'm all right, but I'm not great. So I'm going to lose at least 10 times. I said, every time I lose in Fortnite, I'm going to do, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the name. A plank. I'm going to plank for a minute.
It sounds simple,
right? I was like,
but
no big
it's
deal.
like a minute, yeah.
That's like 10 minutes of planking if I lose 10 games. Bro, the first loss. I'm down there after like 25 seconds and the chat is
And you're
like, bro, you're gonna fall. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is way harder. 10-second planks. It was rough. So I'm in better shape now from then.
What's funny is like Landon loves doing that, and he like works on his abs and stuff, everything. And when he has conditioning on Wednesday nights, he'll plank, and as they're planking, he'll like lift one foot off the ground, and he'll come back and lift the other foot off the ground,
Yeah.
planking just to make it harder. And he'll always be like, he'll come up to the table and say, Mom, look. He like pulls his shirt up to like show his abs.
Yeah.
It's like,
Back when abs came easy, bro.
Exactly.
I'm eating Kraft mac and cheese by the box, and I'm like, look at these abs. Women in plank is tough. Wall sits to me are harder than planks nowadays, though.
Aren't wall sits like more
That's like-
tuned to like a female's body?
Yeah. They have better balance.
Yeah. And I remember a friend of mine that was like into all the like CrossFit stuff or some whatever, and she said that like they test the guys on this, but the girls do like the wall sits. Like in the Marine Corps, we do pull-ups, but the female Marines, or the WMs as we call them, women Marine, they had to just do a hang.
Yeah.
And I guess it's just, I don't know, the way their body is different or whatever. Like guys can't hang like the women can,
Right.
but the women can't do the pull-ups, the guys can. And
Yeah.
So it's, yeah.
When you were doing those in the Marines, did you do them underhand or overhand for the pull-ups? You must have done
Hold on.
over, right?
Oh, I went this way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went over.
That's tough, man.
Yeah. And now here's the thing, though. When I was in the Marines, we could do what was called a kip.
Okay.
You know, do that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So you're hanging straight down, and if you're just hanging straight down and you pull up, I mean, it's 100% muscle.
yeah.
Well, if I can like swing my legs and lift my knees up,
Yep.
now I'm not pulling 180 pounds. I'm pulling maybe 90 pounds, just because that 1 second I don't have as much weight pulling me down. So you could get like a rhythm.
Yeah,
kip.
that's what they kind of call CrossFit pull-ups
Yeah.
now. Which for some reason, so if you're doing that in the Marines, you know it's legit.
Yeah, but they don't allow it anymore.
Oh, okay.
They stopped doing it because
people roast it in CrossFit. They're like, look, that's not a pull-up.
Yeah, we were allowed to do it back then, and they've changed it since then. Because I was at a NASCAR race, maybe I don't know, 10 years ago or something like that. I'm at a NASCAR race, and they had like Marine Corps recruiters there, like out in the parking lot with all the stuff. You ever been to a NASCAR race?
No, I have not.
Like the day of the race or whatever and stuff. You can go like before, and they got tons of trailers outside. They're you know, selling merchandise, and the drivers will come out and all this stuff. So they had the Marines out there, and they had a pull-up bar. And they're like, anybody that can do X amount of pull-ups or whatever. And so I went up there. And I don't know if I asked the guy first because he was saying like, someone was going to kip. I guess he said, no, you got to just hang straight and go. And I went up there and I said, dude, listen, man, I've been out at that point for like 20 years or something. I go, dude, I'm kipping because I've been. And he goes, oh, you're old school. Then he goes, you can go ahead and kip.
Wow.
Because number one, because I'm older. All these young guys are there doing it. And like, here comes some old dude. And I don't know if I got like 5 or 10 of them maybe at the most, but when you kip like that, you're pulling up like a third of the weight. And so I could do 20 of them back then.
Yeah. Billy chose Jamie. Wow. Congratulations, you two. Oh, third quarter's back on.
Who Billy chose? Billy who? Billy chose who?
Fogarty. Good friend of mine. I didn't know she was single.
Yeah, Cater Gator. A lot of times I do that. Like I'll close my eyes to like see like something. Yeah, I do that a lot. Do most people do that? If you trying to remember something and kind of close your eyes to focus and see it.
Yeah, you got to see it.
I do. Yeah.
Sometimes you got to look at it.
Sometimes you just have to.
You got to do that.
Look at it.
All right. Well, that's 3 and out on 4th and 1. Come on, Giants.
So Jamie single, you said?
I got to see. It's halftime's over.
Oh, okay. So someone did get a rose, you said?
I think so.
All right.
I don't know if she accepted the rose. I have to see.
All right. Nice punt.
That was. It's so quiet tonight. I thought I'd see Luigi one more time.
No, I didn't see him. Didn't see him yesterday either. I didn't either.
I didn't think he'd miss hanging out with me one last night. Man,
maybe Luigi is already.
He's sitting at the table
with a nice Cabernet or bourbon. I'm not sure. In one hand and a cigar in the other at that place you're talking about.
That makes me feel better. Thank you. He's got to be there for us. The push-up thing is hurting my soul. Which one, Skeeter? Did you film yourself doing 25 and post it on Twitter, or are you a coward? Sit-ups. Sit-ups get harder when you're older.
Yeah, and the sit-ups.
Man, I was a kid. I could do a ton.
If I recall correctly, to get and when we did PFTs in the Marine Corps, you did sit-ups, you did pull-ups, and you did a 3-mile run. And 20 pull-ups was 100 points. A maximum PFT was 300 points.
Okay.
280 or above, I think, was a superior PFT. You got 100 points for pull-ups, 100 points for sit-ups, and 100 points for the 3-mile run. I think it was 60 sit-ups in 2 minutes, maybe 60 or 80 sit-ups.
Had to be more than that.
Was it 80 sit-ups in 2 minutes? Maybe it was 80 sit-ups in 2 minutes. I don't know. I don't remember exactly. I know
Had to be because the 10-year-old that I know, it's a family friend, just did 40 in a minute.
Okay.
She's 10, so you got to think.
Still, though, I mean, think of a 10-year-old's like with nothing.
Right.
I mean, and you're a man was a lot, So I don't remember. You know what? Let me Google it and see. I don't remember. And then I know the 3-mile run, 100 points was, I think, 18 minutes for a 3-mile run was 100 points.
Wow.
So yeah, you had to be moving along.
Skeeter's sending us a video here in a minute. He's not a coward, by the way. Skeeter's a really cool dude. Also a veteran.
Okay, let me see. This is 1988. I just Google this to see what it says. Fitness testing standards by a few good men.
Dude, was your whole world in black and white?
Perfect core of 3. 80 sit-ups. 80 sit-ups in 2 minutes. I was right there. Yeah. 20 pull-ups, 80 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and then 3 miles in 18 minutes. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's what it was. And the best PFT score I ever had was I did the 20 pull-ups, 80 sit-ups in 2 minutes, and I ran, I think it was 19 minutes and 40 seconds, I think, for the 3 miles. Yeah. Never did it again.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like I could do that. I mean, heck, if I had to run 3 miles right now, it'd probably be 30 in the low 30s.
Well, because your injury,
30s.
maybe. Because your injury.
Yeah. I mean,
otherwise, you could do faster than that.
We'll see. Like I said, I was running a lot trying to train for the turkey trot, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen.
I made a lot of improvement in 1 year on my mile this past year. Went from like 11 minutes to like 7:45 or 8:05. Yeah. Just one.
Yeah.
Just one. But
So Skeeter is taping it?
dude, I love Skeeter. Of course he is.
All right. That's awesome.
Of course he is. And Skeeter, here's something you need to know about Skeeter. So first of all, literally, I don't know if you know this or not. And can I brag about him? Is he going to be mad?
You can brag about. I mean, are you tell the story that he told us when we were on about being overseas in Iraq and
so yeah, so he okay, so good. He told that story.
He told the story with us on the air.
The dude has won multiple medals. He's a hero in my eyes, for real. And I've gotten to know him well over the last year. Love Skeeter. He holds the camera at such an angle where he just looks wildly out of shape when he's on Super Squares, and just kind of like he sits around doing nothing but drinking beer and watching Super Squares.
But not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I do that every weekend.
Exactly.
And then you meet him in person. Dude's jacked. Jacked. He wears baggy clothes, and he has the angle way down here, or in kind of close. You get to see him in person, he's taller than you think, and the dude is literally just jacked still somehow. And he's got like a torn bicep from fighting and stuff. Just good, cool dude.
He says to make sure you check your messages.
Here we go.
So
bro, here it is. Okay, John, here we go. 2, 3, 4. He's killing it, y'all.
there you go. All right, Skeeter. There's 25. And one for the core? 25.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, boom, he says. We love Skeeter. GG's, bro. Awesome. You earn medals, not win them.
I just saw that.
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both?
See? Jamie says she'd rather do sit-ups any day over push-ups or pull-ups.
If I'm in good shape, give me pull-ups. That's more fun.
See,
But it's hard as tall guys.
It is, yeah. As I say, it's hard. Like number one, being taller and having the longer your arms are, the harder it is. But the older you get, and if you torn a rotator cuff yet,
No,
you're
no.
going to. You will.
Oh man.
You're still in your 30s, so you're good to go. But once you
Early 30s.
yeah, once you get to 40, like I mean, I don't know. I don't think any guy over 40 that has not torn a rotator cuff. So what's going to happen? And doing that, it does not help it.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Hey, Frank, you tear a rotator cuff, bro? You ever tear a rotator cuff?
No,
Tim G?
you're killing me.
Bro, you're 1 for 3 here.
Well, how Frank? How active are you? Tim doesn't play tennis.
I don't either.
Frank's not that active.
Frank's another guy way taller than I would have thought.
Really?
Yeah.
But Frank's not that tall.
He's got to be 6'1".
I don't think so. Hey, Frank, how tall are you? Hey, look at the commercial.
Hey,
That's our Super Squares commercial
it's
right there.
Miller time.
See? Frank, how tall are you? 5'11"? See, 5'11" and a half. He's almost. That's like, how old are you? I'm 7.5.
Kaner has a hat trick.
Patrick Kane does?
Yeah.
Patrick Kane was on the COVID list and came back tonight. Got cleared this afternoon, and they said, I don't know if he's going to play tonight. And the 0-7 Chicago Blackhawks, America's team, can probably use that. So welcome back, Patrick Kane.
You should check the score. Maybe they might be winning.
Let me look. Or maybe someone's just punking us.
You assume if someone has a hat trick, they might win, but the Lions have done that, or the Red Wings have done that and lost this year.
This is true. So let me get scores right there and see. Blackhawks up 5-1 in the third period. I don't think they're going to lose this game, my friend.
9 minutes, not a lot of ball game left.
Second period, Patrick Kane, second goal of the year. Third period, Kane. Gee, 3 goals. I gotta like that.
Is Detroit playing tonight?
Let me take a look. The Lightning are beating the beat the Capitals 3-2. Kucherov, I think, out for the year, right?
Yeah, we play the Canadiens.
Yeah, the Montreal Canadiens, who we were just talking about, defending conference champs, who went to the Stanley Cup and got whacked.
They were an
by
8
the
seed,
Lightning.
right?
Yeah, they were the last team
Yeah.
out of the entire league to qualify for the postseason, and they're 2-8. They're playing the high flying Red Wings.
How about Beck's comment there?
Let me look. Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You heard that? I've never heard that.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I hate that I become my dad with some of the sayings, the things I thought I'd never say. Every time my kid says I'm hungry.
Hi,
I'm
hungry.
hungry.
I'm
I'm dead. And I hate it. I'm like, why am I doing that?
I remember that joke, but I think that might have also been in Full Metal Jacket. That line, I think, might have been in Full Metal Jacket. But I've also heard people use it as well.
And we talked about that on Super Squares a couple weeks ago too. I think Bourbon Drinker was like, "You've earned the right to make those jokes now." I don't know. All right, here we go. Giant time.
Sterling Shepard out with a quad, so it's not a groin as we were thinking. It's a quad injury.
They're still throwing the ball downfield.
Wide open.
Let's go Giants.
Whatever happened to what was his name? The salsa dancer receiver here from the Giants.
Bro,
What was his name? Why am I trying to find his name?
Vic, starts with a V.
Oh, what's that guy's name? Victor
Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz.
Yeah. Whatever happened to him? Is he still around?
No.
That guy vanished.
He's out. He's
Yeah.
out. He was kind of old. Bon Jovi concert at Miami Beach canceled because of COVID. Sorry, Frank.
What? When? What was that?
Your Bon Jovi concert's canceled, my friend. I think so.
Who, Bon Jovi? Does he? I don't know.
My dad is pretty cool. Fogarty, you're right. Yeah, Victor Cruz, bro.
Victor Cruz. Let me see. Let me see. Bon Jovi concert. If there's any news. Yes, one day ago, John Bon Jovi performs at the Love Rocks New York City benefit concert live stream. Cancels concert after testing positive for COVID.
Wow. Tundra Walk, are you eating Campbell's soup right now?
Soup is good food.
I like soup.
I'm a big fan of soup too.
I had a good soup today.
What kind of
Lobster,
soup?
I had a lobster bisque.
Oh yeah,
It was good.
I love lobster.
I also had lobster grilled cheese for lunch.
a lobster grilled cheese.
That's pretty good.
Wow.
Big third down.
Giants on the move.
Dude, they're away in a hostile environment. Look at this. Watch this play.
No good.
Come on. You got to catch that.
Yeah, it was around his toes. I mean, it would have been a nice catch. I mean, but it certainly wasn't an easy catch. He's gonna
Good defense.
bend down that far.
I think, did he touch it?
He might have tipped it.
Yeah, he did. That's good defense. Bourbon Drinker says, not many people I look down to, but JBJ's one. What's that mean? Oh, John Bon Jovi. Oh, he's not a tall man. Man, I thought he was talking about me. It's like, dude, he must be pretty tall.
Speaking of looking down at people, we had our
Matt
new
Burke,
segment. We're
tweet of
starting
the
Matt
week.
Burke tweet of the week. Yeah.
It's
And-
the tweet of the week. There you go.
And I was thinking maybe we do like a tweet of the show from the commissioner because there's so many good ones.
Let's do
and
it.
I'm going to read one today
Okay.
from our commissioner.
I
Those
think
of you that are new and watching us, Matt Burke, former National Football League player with the Minnesota Vikings and then with the Ravens and won a Super Bowl. and
Future Hall of Famer.
is a Hall of Fame nominee for this class. Is the commissioner that we are honored to work with here at Super Squares. And he tweeted out today. I'm gonna read this, and I'm gonna read the tweet, which was the reply. He said, let me see. Okay, so someone had commented something, and they said to him, "Hey, Matt Burke, how come you're not tweeting this out today?" And it was something about I don't even know. But here's Burke's tweet. Never said people shouldn't get vaccinated. Have always said it should be a personal choice, not a government mandate. I don't eat at McDonald's. Not healthy. But if people want to kill themselves one Big Mac at a time, they can. I don't villainize them. It's a tweet from Burke.
Yeah.
But here's where it gets good. So I responded to that because I said, hold on a minute.
You had a Big Mac today, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I said, how about the McRib? It's only out for a limited amount of time.
Yeah.
Burke said, that is okay, obviously.
Okay. Well,
So that
at least he's got his priorities
That's
straight.
right. So the McRib, good to go. One cheeseburger at a time, not such a good thing. But McRib, special dispensation, my friends.
Brisket has seen the Valpak with Super Squares on the front.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Tell all your friends, neighbors.
Did you look inside, Bourbon Drinker? Cedar says it's not the Big Mac, it's the fries.
Well, I saw some fries here yesterday. They were right by these nuts.
I would never have done that to you.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Did Frank do that? He put those in there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, my wife got mine, my Valpak today. Yep.
Now, I got a hot take.
All right.
The
Not me.
vast majority
Yeah.
of mail carriers in the United States will be playing Super Squares by the end of the month. That's my hot take. Because they're going to see that ad millions of times. So I'm thinking the majority of mail carriers in the United States all of a sudden start playing Super Squares here by the end of the month. That's my hot take.
I like it.
It's kind of common sense. It makes, it's logical, right?
Yeah. Here's my hot take. Somebody in the next 3 weeks wins a mill. But not 2 mil. Because they forgot to put me down as a buddy.
Oh, man.
Can you believe that? Unbelievable.
That'd be crazy. That'd be awesome.
Be fun.
Well, you guys realize the way the $1 million works, right?
Yes. It's an annuity.
Oops. Go.
What about it?
That's all right.
It's actually,
That's Frank
it
moving the
runs for
camera.
the season.
Is what? I'm sorry, what?
It runs for the season.
Runs for the season.
Right. So, like, if somebody were to get a perfect game today,
Right.
Yeah.
somebody else might get one before the end of the year.
So there could be two.
They have to, whoever has the highest score for the game between the two. There's a tiebreaker if there's more than one. Now, it's very unlikely, but if somebody were to win today, they'd have to wait till the end of the season, make sure nobody else got a perfect game, or else there'd be a competition.
What's the tiebreaker?
Ah.
I think it's whoever had the most points in the game, they had the perfect game.
I mean, what do you mean most points? Oh, because like,
Actions and everything.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, come on.
It's unlikely.
Very unlikely.
Although we did see a couple weeks ago once all four to the tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s match on someone's score. Remember that? It was like a week ago we saw
There
that?
weren't that many players.
Yeah. It was crazy.
This is a great point from Billy. Only 10% of the nation gets Valpak.
That's not true.
That's only 39 million people.
30 million households.
39 million
Households.
households.
A lot more people live
See,
in
Billy?
households. Yeah.
I saw Valpak today.
Did you really?
I drove by the big building.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it huge?
It was cool.
And I also saw a Valpak sitting over there.
Yeah.
On the counter.
You get a Valpak.
You get a Valpak.
You get a Valpak.
Everybody gets a Valpak. But you don't have to get a Valpak to play. We showed you last week and went in and how you can go in there and get your Valpak number and everything. So that can all be done even if you don't happen to get the Valpak at your house.
So, Frank, somebody that is very fond of Super Squares says, CJ Craig says, no one is ever going to win $1 million. It's not possible. You have some words for CJ?
It's possible.
Is it possible to win the lotto?
It is.
People have won it, right? Mega Millions?
Yeah. Is that a complete guess, or do you get to actually put
that's
some?
100% guess.
Oh.
No skill involved at all. Just a complete random guess on a lucky chance.
You got to think about how many people are playing right now. And I don't know the answer. I'm not going to guess. But you look at how many people are playing right now, and we've been covering every game this year, and we've seen scores in the 90s.
Yeah.
We've seen like yesterday, we had a potential perfect game in the fourth quarter.
And you had it written down right here, still.
Right there.
Yeah.
And everything was possible except the passing yards. But everything else was possible. And if she was 25, 30 more, or this is Bobo actually, so a chance. So it's very possible. In fact, I would say probable. Over the next few years, probably. Probably.
But here's what else is not just possible or probable. Every single week that we play, whether you're here with us on Monday night or on Thursday, or you're here for the early game on Sunday or the afternoon game when you're playing along on Super Squares, or you're playing Sunday night, you have a chance to win. And every week, we just bumped up the prizes. The top 50 in each one of those time slots is going to be a winner. So 500 winners. There's 5 different game slots. Again, Monday night, Thursday night, 2 or 3 times on Sunday. 5 slots. 500 winners over $30,000 guaranteed a week. Guaranteed.
Yeah, but everybody but probably
Yeah,
just
between your buddy. Yeah, I mean,
probably
like,
just thousands of people are just splitting that. It's probably like $1 a person, right, Dave?
Yeah, no, that's what do we call that? Fake news.
Fake news. So there's tiebreakers you're saying that would stop a lot of the ties, and there is a first place and a second place and a third and a fourth.
Yes, and if that first place person wins, and someone said, "Hey, you should sign up and play Super Squares," and they signed up and they said, "Yeah, it was AP that told me," or whoever it was, or that buddy and the friend win the same prize.
It's incredible.
Which is really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, I love it. I love it. And like I said, one of my buddies is like, dude, you guys are so smart for making us be able to do our RXPs all the way until the end of the game. You guys are going to have so many more players with that, and it's so much better. And because he was like, man, I have no chance to win now because I was at my kid's soccer game and I came home and I couldn't do it. So now you can do it all game long. Which reminds me, I still have, I think, 3 left. 2 left. I don't want to forget them.
I love all the defenders in the fam right now.
I have 3 left.
Yeah, you have a 1 in 25 chance of opportunity of winning. I'm good, man.
If everybody
Thank
has
you.
one, I'll have one, but I don't want to be the only guy drinking by myself or anything.
See, now it's the gluten thing
Going
again.
back to the gluten.
Oyster crackers are fine. Beer is not okay.
This has monoshock suspension.
Yeah.
If this question can take the gas tank, dude, I'm just gonna laugh.
Watch him just chuck the ball. Man. Look at that. This is so careless with the ball.
Jonathan, there it is.
Wow. It's back.
I'm gonna go with that one. I got it.
I'm having flashbacks. Hold on, let me try to remember.
Did you close your eyes?
I remember.
There you go. You saw all 4 answers when you closed your eyes.
Skeeter says gluten allergy is a choice. Fumble! Giants ball!
Oh my goodness.
And by the way, that is a fumble. Maybe he was down, but 100% it was a catch.
Man, the leader in my group, 64 points right now, but 28 predictors before the fourth quarter starts. So I'm not really sure. And that's gone, my friends. That is 100% fumble. I'm still in 25th place.
I want to make a crucial mistake.
All right, I'm in 25th place. Top of the Brother Justice Skybox, still Bobby Joe Askins, 90 of Fort Worth, Texas, 62 points. My friends. The good news is there's 3 minutes and 36 seconds left right now, and I've got a perfect square. See how that works? And 2 reactions left. Craig, what we're saying is there's a chance. Saying there is a chance. There is a legitimate chance. If we had like kind of like as a startup company right now, $1 million winner every game, we wouldn't be around long. But we give you the chance. I mean, the chances out there to get it. It's so funny. Like $20 million won't change my life. So like when the lotto comes out or the Powerball or whatever it is, and it's like, I'm not going to play, it's only 20 million. And it's like, someone will laugh, whatever. And so if it gets above like 100 million, I'm like, okay, I'll go play. And I walk up and I know that my chance in winning is like 1 in 275 million. And I'll go, can I have a quick pick, please? And a lot of the times, like the clerk will go, just one? And I go, that's all it takes to win, right? And then they go, yeah. And they give me the one ticket because that's all it takes to win. It just takes one. It just takes one to win. So you never know. He says, big money Frank would turn into no money Frank if we had $1 million winners every game. So you know what I have not looked at yet, and I'm going to pull this up so we can see, is I've not looked at what Thursday night's game is coming up. I do not know off the top of my head.
Oh, it's going to be a barn burner.
And I'm going to pull it up right now and look at week 9 on my calendar, and it looks to me like is Thursday night the Jets in Indianapolis?
Can't wait, bro.
Oh my goodness, the Jets who just won.
The Jets are coming off a win, and the Colts will have another heartbreaking loss.
Oh, that's going to be, yeah, you're right. It's going to be a barn burner.
Jets.
Jets. Wow.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. They got to capitalize here.
Sunday night, give me another go. The Bears and the Steelers, my friend.
As far as I know, Super Squares fam, I see some questions. As far as I know, nobody has gotten 4 perfects yet. Could be wrong. I know there's been 3.
I know. I think
There's
it was
been
the
multiple 3.
Yeah, the first or second week we played. I think it was the first week, I believe, because I remember seeing Frank's face as he walked by when someone had 3 perfect squares the first week, and it's like, oh my gosh, someone might win on the first week, and then they didn't have a perfect square in the fourth. But yeah, so I know for sure there have been 3.
Yeah,
multiple times.
The Lions can't hurt us this week. Big Aries. Amen. You're right. It's going to be me on Sunday morning. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to be kind of shaking a little bit. Jody's going to be like, Lions can't hurt you this week. They can't hurt you this week. Yeah. You know what, though? The Lions are the only team that can lose in a bye. We are. You know this, okay? Here's how the Lions lose on a bye. It's Sunday. It's like 3 o'clock. You've heard nothing from the Lions team. You don't need to. There's a bye. And all of a sudden, they just decide to update. Lions are benching Jared Goff for David Blau. That's a loss. You know? Or Swift is out for the year, had surgery. They would announce it on Sunday. That's what the Lions would do. Come on, Giants. If they even had half an offense right now, they'd be winning this game. Decker out for the year. Right? Wait, is that true? Or are you just playing along? Did they rule him out already for the whole year? All right, they're hurrying up, though. Oh, playing along. Don't do that to me, bro. I want to get one win before they sit him, okay? Some trickery.
I'm glad I got my house painted 6 months ago. 5
Okay.
months ago. So I was just pulling up here and I looked and I came across this story right here. This is the local NBC affiliate. Real estate agent warns rising paint prices. And there's a receipt on here. Black paint, maroon paint, Bob on the mix. Supply chain surcharge of 4%. Supply chain surcharge. I haven't seen that on a receipt yet. There's a copy of it right there. Interesting.
That is interesting.
My friend.
Minute 30 left. Who needs a touchdown here?
I need nothing. I have a perfect square, my friend. Oh, man.
Look at the Giants. First down.
That was almost a disaster on several different levels and turns out to be an 11-yard pass and first down because he almost gets nailed here in the backfield. Throws that ball, almost would have been picked off, but the receiver or the defender stayed on his feet and then ends up an 11-yard scamper for a first down.
So Jones is laying down. He has no idea whether or not the guy caught it yet.
No.
Probably thinks he threw a pick if he saw it last second. Stands up, first down.
Yep.
Anybody can play QB in the NFL.
And announcement from the Bourbon Drinker. The Blackhawks did hold on for the win, my
Nice.
friend.
Dude, looks like my predictor has a chance here.
It looks like I've got a perfect square, my friend.
Congratulations. Turn that up so we can hear it.
I will, if they don't run another play and somehow score. We'll see.
I'd be a bad friend if I cheered for that.
Even though I can't win.
But I would get-
if there
I
is
would get
someone
a-
else out there that really needs something, I'd cheer for them and see if they could get it.
I'd get a partial, though.
See, here goes. They're going to want to play.
If they score a touchdown here, I get a partial.
If they score, I'm screwed.
Then we both get a partial.
Yeah, I'd have at least a partial still. But
Let's split it, bro.
not going to get in. And that's the end of the quarter. And that's a perfect square. My friend Jay.
J for JB.
I'll turn it up so you can hear what the perfect square sounds like. Because someone could get 4 of these. You know that, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
Aquadome, I think all of us thought there'd be way more points in this game.
Not me.
I went 30-24 or something like that, right? Where'd you go?
I went 23-22 Giants.
Well, there you go. You're probably the closest then. I went 31-24. My friend.
Tommy got nada.
I got nothing. Top score in my game group's already 71.
Did you hear the news? Oh,
Hold on.
one of the best sounds in the world right there.
You're moving up, it says right there. Only 4% of players won that super square. See?
See?
That's my last square. Yeah, see.
So I don't know if you heard, but I was going to fly home tomorrow.
Yeah.
And Frank said, hey, man, Why don't you just take my Rivian? So I'm going to drive home in the Rivian tomorrow.
To Chicago?
Yeah. It's going to be great. It's out back. It's out back.
Is it really? That's really that's neat.
I'm just waiting to hear a laugh from Frank, not hearing it. Killing the joke.
I'm gonna do a reaction wall as long as I have time right here. People are gonna see like I was in 25th place a minute ago, and all of a sudden they're gonna be like, "Where in the heck did he come
Yeah.
from?" The Hall of Fame. You lost.
So I keep thinking that's playing there. But it's not.
I know. Every time I play one, team throws one back up on that.
Yeah, but it's not there. You can't.
Yeah.
If you see it,
Yeah, you can
it's
see
just
it here.
here.
Though.
Yeah. Who's on first?
Randy Moss, New England Patriot, great, right?
Here's a fun fact for you. Every quarter so far, the Giants have been on A.
That's true.
At least as a partial.
You gotta be careful on that question.
Wow, bro. Second and 4. Here comes the touchdown, my friend. Not the fade. Not the fade. The worst playing football, man.
Man, my predictors are like some of the lowest in our entire group. A bunch of us are down there at 2. Well, here's someone at 0, 0, 0. So this is that fourth quarter starts to ramp up when those yards start creeping up. We're at 5:43 when we start getting.
Are we
close to
really?
this. Yeah, we're at 5:43 right now.
So my predictors are up to 13.1. I need the passing to switch over to Kansas City.
Yeah, the passing's killing me right now, my friend.
That crowd is loud. Daniel Jones is not afraid, though. He's a warrior. Watch this. This is laser. Boom.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. To Ingram. Nice to see you, Evan Ingram.
Wow.
I'm going to be a little off on my score, just a little.
I got a partial
Gonna
right
be
now.
24 instead.
We'll see. There's still plenty of time left in this game.
Would you say there's a lot of ball game left?
I'd say there's almost 14 minutes left.
Nice.
Maybe a little bit more.
Is that true, Moose Man? Rivian is building 100,000 Amazon electric trucks. Is that true? Pretty impressive.
I got an ice shaker right there. This is my last RXP. That girl's pumping iron right there. Oh boy, opens that plastic thing right there. Oh, smells rank. He's like, oh man, what's in there? She's like, oh, did someone fart? Oh, dude. And she like walks away from him. The only thing that made that commercial better is if she went like that.
Yeah.
She was walking away. But I get the idea. I'm still going to give it 3 stars.
You should. It's also very realistic. Many people just flirt with people at the gym.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
How about this lead?
Got it. Hey, Brisket, you're with most people, bro. Don't worry about it. His predictors are in single digits right now. I think most people's predictors are in single digits right now.
I don't think this game's going to turn into a barn burner, but it could turn into, Mahomes taking over the passing. But I tell you, man, this whole Chiefs team just does not look the same. And their offense is lost. Kelsey with a big fumble. Mahomes has thrown the ball 4 times tonight when he shouldn't have. Onside kick.
Here we go. Plenty of time left in this game, my friend.
Brisket and bourbon drinker in here talking about their woes.
Dude, you know what sounds good right now?
What's that?
A nice barbecue brisket sandwich and a glass of bourbon.
Mm.
You put those two together right there, man. Brisket and
Brisket
bourbon.
and bourbon.
maybe even like a glaze for the brisket that's got like bourbon and brown sugar
Yeah.
and everything kind of stuff in it. Oh, I'm going to some barbecue. My mother-in-law works for a real estate office in Tampa, and they had some kind of thing for like the 4th of July, like a barbecue, whatever. And they were allowed to, come and like take X amount, per people, whatever, and stuff if people weren't staying because of COVID and everything. And so she brought over a couple of styrofoam things full that had like a little slab of ribs in it, like a chicken breast,
Sure.
and then like a pile of I don't remember if it was like pulled pork or brisket or something like that, and a bun, to put that on, and there were baked beans, and there was some kind of I don't know if it was like a coleslaw and stuff. It was so good. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And this Sunday, they're having like a family barbecue thing. She's like, "Do you guys want to go to the barbecue?" I'm like, we're no baseball this weekend. I'm like, we're free. So I get to have some good barbecue this weekend, which I'm really looking forward to.
It's just incredible. I love good. I haven't smoked any meat in a while. It's been a little hot now. It's cold, so it's time.
There you go.
I like doing that in the fall.
So are you? I know you're not driving to Rivian back tomorrow, but are you staying for an extra day, or are you going back tomorrow?
I'm gonna wake up early,
All right.
get breakfast at what I think was the worst restaurant I've ever been to in Florida. I'm gonna go back and give it another shot.
Really?
Has the best reviews in Clearwater for breakfast.
Okay, well, if not, I can tell you where to go right by my house, which is right down this.
Is it right by the water? I want to be by the water.
Maggie.
Maggie Mays.
Okay, I was gonna say because Maggie Mace is right. There's one right by my house.
Dude, they
and it's
literally.
great.
I'm not kidding you. I had, we had. I think we had Kiara here. Yes, I got 3 kids under 6. 20 minutes before they even came to our table. 20 minutes. Then I'm like, okay, can I order my kids' food? Oh, let's get your drinks first. I'm like, can I please order my kids' food? They're starving.
Here's one of the things. Here's what. Well, number one, Maggie Mays is awesome. It is really good. The only thing I'm not a fan of there is I don't like their biscuits and gravy. I love biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of their biscuits and gravy, but I mean everything else there is awesome.
So give it another shot.
Yeah, I would say so. But a lot of places where you go because of all this stuff with working and stimulus money and this that, it's hard for restaurants to keep people in business. Yeah, so. We've gone to some restaurants and we always tell the kids, we're like, hey guys, it might take a little bit longer. And you just kind of have to be prepared for that, unfortunately, because it's hard for them to find and keep staff right now.
Right. So maybe I'll give it another shot tomorrow. And then I'm going to walk around, get some sun. And then I actually got to head back to the airport earlier than I want to because I got to do an Instagram live event. I need Wi-Fi.
What time you got to do that?
I think it's at 12:30 Eastern. My flight's at 2:30.
Oh, okay.
So I'll get in.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want me, because you're less than 10 minutes from my house. If you want to zip by and if you need Wi-Fi and whatever and want to hook up at my house, you're more than welcome. But by the time you're done with that, to get to the airport,
it'll be 1. Flight's at 2:30. Is that enough time? I got TSA pre.
That's enough time.
I can leave Clearwater area by 1 and make it to the airport, return the truck, go through security, and make my flight by 2:30. That sounds fun. That sounds better.
I was say it just depends. That one, I haven't flown out. Well, I haven't flown in since all the COVID stuff started, but it depends on the time of day, and I don't know what it'd be like at that time. I don't know if it's better at that time or if it's worse.
Yeah,
at that time, because there are some concourses you get off and you just walk off and you go in right up to the front of the security. You go through and you're there and you're like, man, I parked my car like 10 minutes ago and I'm at my gate. There's other ones you go into concourses and there are people wound all the way down and you're waiting in the security line for.
But I shouldn't have that with TSA pre-check.
Oh no, okay, you have that.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, you're.
So I just walk in. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good there.
I'll let you know, man. Thanks. Are you gonna be working from home?
Yeah. Let me see. Tomorrow's Tuesday, right? Yeah, I'm gonna be working from home tomorrow, and all I think I have is I have a call at 1:00. I think tomorrow. Cancel. 1 till 2. I'm on a call, on a video call.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll be home before that. Yeah.
Passing flipped.
There we go. Let me look at my predictors.
Mine didn't go up as much as I thought. All right, yeah, they did 29.
Mine did. Yeah, I just went up to 18. I was at like 6 or 7. I went up to 18.
My predictor is going to start looking real nice.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I like you.
That's right, Bourbon. Did you realize the Valpak VIP code? What about it, Brent?
What's a bourbon cream?
Bourbon cream is awesome,
What is
but
that?
it's just kind of fattening, so I never buy it. But it's cream with bourbon in it.
You mean
Like
like churned butter cream?
Yeah,
cream?
bro. Some sugar, obviously, so it's very sweet,
Hmm.
but it's got a bourbon kick, and so you can make it. See, this is like I don't drink this stuff. Like I'm not like a day drinker, except for on Super Squares. I'll have a beer or two. If the Lions are losing in a close game, maybe 3. But dude, you put that in your coffee or something, or you can make a cocktail with it at night. But I don't drink any of that stuff. But it tastes great. It's like rum chata. Rum chata is awesome.
I don't know what rum chata.
Oh, bro, that's so good. I call it yum chata.
Rum chata?
Yeah, it's like you ever have horchata? Very good.
No, I don't know what that is.
I think it's a rice milk. It's very, very good. You can get it at Mexican restaurants. Very good stuff. Horchata. And so they have that with just rum in it. Oh, dude, it tastes like candy. But it's like it's like probably 1,000 calories for 3 shots. So I'm not
counting. Calories, schmalories.
Bro. If I'm drinking my calories, I'm drinking good bourbon.
Drop that ball.
It is delicious bourbon. You're right. Horchata is also delicious. So is rum chata. So is Miller Lite.
It is.
Hashtag sponsor.
It's fantastic.
They're just not good. Here comes 3rd down.
Well, Mahomes, you said it's.
I didn't know. I thought that was 1st down, but they said it was 2nd. Thanks, Brent Conway. Says keep up the good work, guys. You're so great. Look at that.
I like.
It's way better than being called pregnant.
See. Bourbon says that it's kind of like Irish cream, but instead of Irish whiskey, it has bourbon, and it's delicious over in coffee over ice cream.
Oh yeah,
I appreciate that, Bourbon. It's a reference to Landon's Halloween joke.
How about over a little bit of creme brulee, bro? Oh,
that sounds different.
Creme brulee is good. Oh,
I know.
It's Minnie Mahomes.
It looks like him, kind of.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
How do you leave him open? You have one job.
Yep.
All right, so for my predictors, I could go for a touchdown here and then a touchdown for the Giants.
I could go for a touchdown here, and the Giants get the ball, a pick 6 that goes back. So now we've got 28 points for Kansas City, getting me closer to that 31. Then the Giants go down and score that last obligatory touchdown, gets him into that 24 that I had.
Yeah,
and I'm pretty good, dude. I just can't pass that.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I'm saying there's a
Okay.
chance.
I'm finally feeling a breeze.
I was just going to say, it was kind of stuffy in here, kind of warm a minute ago, but I think Megan might have propped that door open because I do feel. Not
It's finally coming through.
Wind probably shifted.
Frank, I'm going to write the CEO about these working conditions, my friend. The free pizza, good old fashioned. It's a tough break.
Oh, did that bounce?
Did they really not? Wow.
That ball, number one.
It did look like a bounce.
Number one, he came really close to the line, but number 2, I think that ball bounced.
It looked like it to me. Let's see it again. Yeah, no. Hits the ground. That hits the ground.
Hold on, watch this. Watch.
Nope, can't. That's not a catch.
It was very close. It didn't bounce, but it did
That's
go
4th
right
down.
to the ground. It kind of maybe a little, but yeah, incomplete.
Billy, you need the
It was
number.
nice, dude, but you know that ball was scraping the grass as it came into your hands.
It was an excellent call by the official.
So my game
Dude,
group.
Frank's too quiet.
I'm climbing.
getting
I'm up to
getting
6 in my game
concerned.
group. I'm climbing. Someone's already got 40 predictors. Pedro.
I'm an 8th.
Pedro, I'm at 40 predictors right now. Not such a great thing. With 9 minutes left in the game. I think. I'm trying to think of who I'm going to pick.
I know who you're going to pick. The Bears.
For the Jets. Well, I got to pick the Bears. Yeah, the Bears. We have that game on Sunday night. We've got the Jets. And who do I pick? The Jets or the Colts? It's like not like the Super Bowl when Joe Namath is like,
You know who you're
guaranteeing
picking.
a win.
You know who you're picking.
I'm probably going Colts.
Yeah. They need a win. And they've been in a lot of these last few games they've been playing. So
I'm just curious to see what happens.
who do we have
tomorrow.
Sunday night? Bears who?
Bears and Uncle Terry's Steelers, my friend.
Oh, not Bears. And then Monday night? Do you know Monday?
I did not look.
I think Monday's a good game. Oh, that's Monday night. Bears is
the Bears.
good.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we get Tennessee Rams.
Okay,
Nice.
yeah. So Tennessee and the Rams. That'll be a really good game. And then
Dude, everyone's gonna be so excited to hear me talk about Stafford all game.
You were correct. I was one game in front instead of one game back. Yeah. So Bears at Steelers on Monday night. Tennessee Titans and whoever their running back might be in Los Angeles, my friend.
Big Mac Daddy G, top 10s. Says, what's your view on the Packers? Do you think they're playoff worthy or they lose in the NFC Championship again? Well, those two things are not mutually
I don't want a field goal here.
exclusive.
I
It's in.
didn't want a field goal.
The Packers are, what, 7-1, 8-1?
So what are the three questions? Is it in the chat?
Do we think what do you think on the Packers? Are they playoff worthy?
Yes.
So, yeah, clearly.
As much as I can't stand them, yes. The answer is yes.
Clearly. Their defense is better this year somehow. I'm not even sure how because I don't think their roster's better, but they're playing better. And so, sure, you got Aaron Rodgers on your team. You have a chance in any game. I think I don't think they've given them enough weapons, and I think they're going to lose again in the playoffs to Tampa or the Rams or the Cardinals. But with Rodgers, anything is possible.
This is true.
And Aaron Jones is good.
If they decide to go for a touchdown instead of kicking a field goal.
Yep. Tommy says those are awful games.
Yeah.
I mean, the Bears game is not super exciting, but we'll make it fun.
Yeah.
The Rams game against the Titans,
I think that's a good game.
I mean, maybe with Henry.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. It all depends on what happens with their running game. Do you say now, okay, my whole game plan revolves around Ryan Tannehill? I mean, you look at everybody thought, going into this year, look at that team. You got Julio Jones on one side,
yeah,
and Brown on the other side. You've got a great 1-2. This is going to Tannehill had a great season last year. Now you've got the best running back. Well, hasn't worked out so well in the passing game for them, but Derrick Henry has been a beast and having an MVP caliber season. So now all of a sudden he's gone.
Right.
And you go like, okay, well now we have to go back to those guys and lean on them, and the passing game becomes more prolific as they thought it was going to be. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in that game. And who the running back's going to be.
It'll be exciting. And let's not forget, last year we had some pretty bad Thursday night games that ended up being a lot of fun.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure the Jets were a part of 3 of them.
Yeah, I bet you we saw that. We mentioned that a while ago. Yeah, that the Antonio, I'm looking to use the AP. Adrian Peterson signed with the Titans, but we were just talking about that a while ago. And Jonathan said he thinks that he probably won't play, or maybe he'll get 2 carries, or something like that, especially in week 1. I wonder, do they still look to trade for somebody?
Yeah.
Even though
tomorrow's going to be
signed
interesting.
him. Yeah. I mean, so there's a lot that's going to happen in the next 24 hours.
Did you see what was on the screen earlier?
I saw young Tom Brady.
It's goat.
There was a goat. Why was there a goat?
Was that a good impression?
Yeah, kind of. But why was there there was like a real goat?
No, he's the goat. It stands for greatest of all time.
I agree. I told you I agree with that.
Greatest shooter of all time.
The greatest shooter of all time.
You should hear my dolphin.
I don't want to see extra innings. Do you? Can you do like the little whole flipper thing?
No, I'm so bad. My dolphin's bad. I can't do
is
it.
okay.
But extra innings tonight. It's late.
Ooh, nice hit. Nice play.
But you don't need to worry about it, bro. It's Danny Dimes time.
Danny
Dimes.
Dimes. Look at that. Can't see, like I said, we're bad on defense. bad on defense.
Yeah.
The stats they're showing right there. You know what the best thing about that picture is? The raisins look good, don't they?
They're Casey made.
I know. Nice box of raisins.
Who puts a pencil in a for a kid for trick or treating?
I don't know. I saw a story
Talk about a
today.
trick.
Speaking of kids, and we're always, we tell the kids too. Like I said, we always check all the candy to see, make sure that we can't see any like visible tampering, and then we tell the kids too, when they have their candy, even if they're smaller candy bars and stuff, don't throw that whole thing in your mouth.
Yep.
Take a small bite of it to do whatever. And I saw today on the local news, I saw the picture of it online. I might be able to find it. Like the little Debbie Crunch bars? I love those things.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay, yeah. Someone maybe, I guess, was giving those out, and it showed a picture of one that had a sewing, like a big long needle in, because those things, you could slip it right through that little plastic package and into those, because they're layered, whatever. Yeah, there's someone like slipped it. Now, who does that, man?
Psychopaths.
Now, here's the thing, though. That is a very odd people don't give away packages of the little Debbies. You have to remember where you got that one.
Yeah.
And be able to go after the sick SOB that did that, to some kid.
And then check that person's basement.
Exactly. There you go. Speaking of Halloween candy, I learned this today. I don't know if you know this. I learned this today. There's a left Twix and a right Twix. Did you know this?
No, there's no shot.
I swear, I'm not making this up. So we're in the car, and my kid says something about left Twix, right Twix. I said, what are you talking about? He goes, well, the left Twix has, and again, I might be mixed up, more caramel in it.
No.
The right Twix has more cookie bar. And I go, what are you talking about? I'm like, a Twix bar is a Twix bar. So I think he's like yanking my chain. We come home, Dad, come here. Goes to the refrigerator, gets out, here's all my candy. He pulls them out, and he pulls out 2 Twix bars. And one of them had like a little blue thing that said like left on it. Maybe it was blue. One of them was blue with the left, or one of them was red. I don't know if it was the blue was the right or the red. But one says left, one says right. And he goes, hold on. And he bites the tip off of one, bites the tip off the other, and shows them to me. And sure enough, dude, one of them's got a bigger like cookie inside, and one of them's got a smaller cookie and more caramel. Left Twix and right Twix.
According to Veggie, it's a new marketing thing they've been doing, which is clearly working.
I didn't know. I just learned. So there you go.
That's pretty cool. Billy thinks that if I was a couple beers deep, I'd do the dolphin impression. He says sober John's no fun.
Hey, can John get a beer? Can John get a Boilermaker?
Do I sound normal to you? My voice is way deeper.
I can hear it a little bit.
I can't do a dolphin right now. Did you hear that? Horrible. That's good marketing.
The left Twix and right Twix, or the dolphin?
You know what would be good marketing is putting like a mystery treat inside of the Reese's. Are you kidding me, bro? I never buy candy. This is my favorite kind. Never buy it. If they did that, I'd buy some. Just to see what's in there.
To see what's in it?
And like really prank people. Put Skittles in there.
I've seen, I know the Dum Dum Suckers. You know Dum Dum Suckers, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I hate those.
Yeah. But they have mystery flavor.
There's
one that's like mystery. But I remember seeing something in the store recently. I can't remember what it was. I don't know if it was candy or something, and it was mystery. I'm like, were we in Target? I remember seeing something somewhere recently that was marketed like that, where it was like mystery flavor or mystery something. I don't know if it was a drink, and it was the flavor of the drink, or if it was some kind of candy, but something with a mystery on it.
That's illegal, John. What is? Airheads mystery. I remember that. That was fun. Someone says I should eat this. It's got pretzels in it. I'm excited for it, but I'm not a dessert guy. Got to be in the mood.
But there's pretzels in there.
I know. It's salty, sweet. Love that.
See? You know what's great and all salty sweet as well is if you take like popcorn, like good popcorn, and like snow caps, and, put some snow caps in your hand with the popcorn and throw all that in together.
That sounds good. That sounds good. I love popcorn.
Yeah.
I like Lay's potato chips.
Mystery Mountain Dew. Maybe that's what it was. Mystery.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Maybe that's what it was?
Well, there was the mystery Airheads too. They were white. Remember that?
Yeah. Yep.
Those were fun.
Mystery Mountain Dew. That's what it was.
But give me some Lay's potato chips with some chocolate chips, just every, and just
potato
a couple,
chips
and not at the same time. Although I'm sure it tastes fine.
Oh, I see.
But a couple and a couple and a couple. Oh man, they make chocolate covered Lay's chips.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I thought there was gluten in that.
Oh,
dude,
off the fingertips.
Flag
on the play. Holding Giants.
No, holding Kansas City.
Where's the flag? Holding on the defense.
It's Danny Dimes time.
First down.
Man, the service is a little slow today.
Yeah.
The beer. is a little slow. So let's see if I can get it on camera.
Brisket was saying, did they have a mystery starburst in the early 2000s? I don't know. I don't know if there was a
Thank you.
mystery starburst. I'm not sure.
Where's the Reese's peanut butter cup of potato chips? Amen, veggie. Veggie on me.
Veggie on me. Veggie on me.
Look at Danny Dimes throwing the ball in the fourth quarter.
Oh.
3 yards down the field. Fun fact about the Twix. The Mars brand never released any information about left and right. Some rumors were spread that they were manufactured differently, but that's never been disclosed. It's a mystery, man.
It's on the package. It was on the package.
No. It said left and right Twix on the package?
I swear it did.
Well, then Big Mac. I mean,
Hold
what's
on a minute.
going on
Hold
there?
on a minute. Let me see. What time is it? Okay, the kids are all in bed, but my wife is still up.
You got to FaceTime her and be like, hey, show me the package. Or Google it.
Can you take a picture of the left Twix and right Twix bars next to one another for me? Thank you. My phone spelled right Twix, W-R-I-T-E. Seriously, come on. Right.
He had that, bro. He just dropped that ball.
Let's see if she can get that.
3rd and 7. Even the mini Twix have it on them, says Fogarty.
See? That's
Well-
what these were. They were the small little Twix like
Okay.
you give out at Halloween, and one of them had left, one of them had right, and they were
Wow.
blue and or like red in the thing. I was like, dude, you got to be, you're pulling my chain. I'm like, you guys are lying to me. No, I swear, Dad. Uh-oh.
Danny, you got to throw the ball.
Oh, 4th down. And guess who gets the ball back?
The turnover prone, Pat Mahomes.
But that's going to help me out. I got a partial square. Oh, my. I still got this. You know what?
And nobody was really open.
You know what? When he goes downfield and gets, because they're going to punt this deep in their yardage.
Unless they fake it.
They're not going to fake it. If he starts inside the 20-yard line and gets me 80 yards of passing, 80 yards of offense on the drive and scores, dude, my reactors are really going to go up. It's going to help that total yardage. I'll go, oh, what a terrible punt. I don't need that. I needed 80-plus yards of offense.
All they need is a field goal.
There's still plenty of time. There's 4 minutes left. They'll get another possession. Oh, and a flag. What's that really late flag for?
Look who's in first. Fogarty.
Fogarty. See?
She's pretty good.
What's the flag for?
I don't know. Was he the first player to touch it?
Illegal touching.
Yikes.
They went out of bounds, and then it was a bad punt already, and that makes it worse.
Right.
And that was Big Mac Daddy with that comment.
He said the mistake, though.
Yeah, that's all right though. But I'm just looking at Big Mac. I mean, like, Big Mac Daddy. Are you a McDonald's fan? Are you a Big Mac fan? Or
Maybe Tracy McGrady.
Or is it? Are you? Yeah, like again, Tracy McGrady, or are you Big Mac Daddy? Not Big Mac Daddy. Big Mac Daddy. I
Or did he have a kid named a Big Mac?
named his kid Big Mac.
Yeah. So he's a Big Mac
Mac's
daddy.
He could be.
I got to tell you a really funny story. So the college I went to, Silver Lake College of the Holy Family, has since closed down because of COVID. Thank God I got a master's. I don't think I'd have a degree that counts from a different place. So I'm there. I'm like 21 years old, and there was this bar we'd go to that was not a great bar. And we should never really gone there, but it was like the only place you can dance past like midnight, you know.
Okay.
But it was just in a sketchy area. Everybody there was wasted, but my buddies and I, the college kids, we'd go out and dance there because it was the only place to go. I met this guy. I'm not going to say his name, but I'll never forget this night. Just one time we had this amazing conversation. I think we did a shot of something. And he goes, I said, how come you quit basketball? Because I heard he was a basketball legend at the school. And he had a D1 full ride. And he came to Silver Lake College, it's a D4 school or something. And he's like, I had a kid. I said, oh, good for you. Congratulations. So your dad, it's like Thursday, 1 o'clock in the morning. You know, he's out. He's like, yeah. I said, oh, cool. What's your kid's name? He goes, McNugget. And I was like, no, like his actual name. Like his
nickname.
His nickname is McNugget. He goes, no, his name's McNugget. And I'm like, no way. Your kid's name is not McNugget. He goes, oh yeah, it is.
McNugget.
So I go to all his buddies. I'm like, yo, what's Will's kid's? I said his first name. What's his kid's name? Everybody. Oh, little McNugget. And I was like, what? No shot. So years go by, like 6 years, right? I run into this guy in the same place that's now a nicer restaurant, torn down.
Okay.
And he's there. And I'm like, I think that's him. And there's a kid. And I walk up and I go up to the kid and I go, McNugget? And he goes, yeah, that's me, sir. And I was like, oh my gosh. And to this day, I don't know if his name's McNugget or not, or if it's just his nickname. I don't know.
Call him McNugget.
There was no proof. But he responded like 6 years later. McNugget.
That's
so
great.
maybe his kid's name is Big Mac. What do you guys think, fam? What was the name? You know, New York field goal for a perfect square. There you go, Pops.
Come on, Mahomes. Need some yardage.
Origin of the name. When he was younger, he dropped a full Big Mac on his dad's work pants. Then he added the G for originality. So he called me Big Mac Daddy. But all the usernames for the websites are taken. So I added a G at the end.
There you go.
That's a way better story
Yeah, there you go.
than just what we were thinking.
So now, where is so that's on YouTube, right? And then this is on Twitch.
Yep.
So that's how you tell the difference and all that stuff over
Yep.
there? Okay.
And then you'll see Facebook sometimes too on there. McNugget. Hope he's doing well.
D-Rock says, I think last year's mystery Mountain Dew was Skittles.
Yeah,
Well, okay. How do you have a Skittled flavored Mountain Dew when Skittles is like a rainbow of colors?
I'm glad you asked. You can have a Bang energy drink that's called Razzle. It tastes just like Skittles. Go try it.
But what I'm saying though is like there's like a grape Skittle, there's a red Skittle, there's a green.
Yeah, you
Skittle,
put them all in
there's-
one.
Just kind of like I'm grabbing a whole
Yeah.
handful of Skittles and just throwing them.
Exactly like that.
Interesting.
Which is how most people eat them.
That's how what's his name eats him, I think. I'm just here because they're forcing me to be here.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch. I think that's how he eats them, I think. He's a whole
Skittles.
handful, yeah. Skittles.
Dude, those interviews were hilarious. We need another one of those. Just a good story in the NFL. Next question. You rushed for
Oh! A flag on a play. There's a flag.
Mahomes
We'll see.
again.
But this is against the defense that's coming back. But the way Patrick Mahomes is looking, I'm not really sure. Offsides on the defense. It does not count. Mahomes gets bailed out again.
He's been bailed out twice tonight.
Wow.
Minimum. Maybe more.
Wow. Patrick Mahomes. What are you
Veggie
doing?
mixes Skittles with Reese's Pieces and M&M's. No shot.
I don't. That's
No way.
Yeah, that's.
I'm sorry.
You got room? Oh, sorry, you got room? There we go. Wow.
Veggie, bro. You don't do that. Send a video. Fake white teeth in a predicament. How about another fumble for
Don't
Kelsey?
fumble. Dude, look at him, dude. He had a 7-yard pass, and he carries
Flag
it in
again.
spinning around for 8 yards, gets a first down, and there's a late flag, which is there like a face mask?
I don't know. That was crazy.
And there's one guy riding him and twisting. Let's see. Personal foul. Face mask. Yep.
What does fake white teeth do? Root for the Giants, their team, or a perfect square? I mean, at this point, when the Giants are 2-5, you root for the perfect square, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What do they call it? Face mask?
Yeah.
Where?
He grabbed his hand
Where?
right there. Hold on.
Not a face mask at all.
Yeah. No. That was kind of a ghost penalty right there. You couldn't see because his head twisted and his hand was up there. It's just one of those. That sucks. It was a first down anyway. I mean, it gives him a couple extra yards. I mean, but
I think the referees are flipping coins.
let me see. Ah, here you go. My lovely bride. I asked, and here it comes. There's 2 left Twixes. See the big one? 2 left. So it's white.
Oh, wow.
The left is white. The right is red.
Interesting.
Left Twix, right Twix.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. And now this one says 2 left Twix. I wonder if you can get the big full size with 1 left and 1 right Twix.
That'd be
in
nice.
the same package.
So which one's better?
I didn't have either one of them. He didn't offer them to me. He probably will, but he didn't. There's him coming back from the baseball games on yesterday. I told you how tired
wow,
they were.
yeah.
My wife snaps me in the backseat of the car. He was out.
Extra innings.
No extra innings. No extra innings. Let me see. Now my predictors, dude. I'm up in the 30. Where are you?
39.
Good man. There you go. See?
But I have no squares, man.
I got one. The passing yards. I'm 30 yards short on the passing yards for them, and I'm about 70 yards short on total offense. So might not be bad. My current score is 69. Good number.
I'll one-up it, Fogarty, and say that Twix and Reese's are better in the freezer than the fridge.
Speaking of Fogarty, how fast they fall. Wasn't she in first place a minute ago?
She was.
Yeah.
Look at this play.
I don't even see her in the top 10. Yeah, Mama's Boy, Polaris Girl, Fake White Teeth, Jalen, Reactor 1. How far did you fall? Where are you, Fogarty?
She must have had another score.
31st. Fell down to 31st place. So she must have peaked in those predictors. Now they're going the other way.
Or she had the Giants.
The Giants with the
throwing.
yardage, maybe. No, it flipped a while ago, though.
Yeah, but it could happen still. Kit Kats are better in the freezer. I think all candy's better in the freezer, except for like the chewy stuff. Chocolate is.
I don't like Twix in the freezer because the caramel is too thick and just you have to snap it really hard.
Yeah.
I like peanut butter cups in the freezer and stuff like that. But the Twix, I don't like. Snickers. I remember we used to go to the pool, the Lano pool in Lansing, on the south side, and we would get like a frozen Snickers bar, like on a hot summer day, and do that. I mean, and when you're a kid, okay. As an adult, I mean, it's too much, too thick, too much work. But the big one though, and I don't know if you've ever had them before, Charleston Chew.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Do you like them frozen where you smack them and you crack them
Yeah.
bad boys up?
Yep.
Or just like soft and gooey?
Frozen.
Oh, yeah, it got to be frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah, the old Charleston Chew.
And I like my Snickers like I like my Oreos. Deep fried.
Now, how do you deep fry a Snicker bar? Is it breaded?
Yeah. So you
Something?
usually you dip it in like a pancake batter
Okay.
and then you just deep fry it. It's pretty good.
I've never
Like
had
deep fried butter, which is
I haven't had
a
that either.
straight up delicacy. My dad was a good point. Vodka in the freezer.
I was just going to say, I started laughing as I read that.
Pops,
Vodka.
in honor of you today, Dad, I had a dirty martini at dinner with 3 blue cheese stuffed olives.
There you go.
It's amazing.
You know what else is good in the freezer? Jägermeister.
Ugh.
Good in the freezer.
I went through a phase. My friend who was 21, he bought one of those machines. And so it's like all we ever had. And now I don't think I could even smell it. I need a KC touchdown and a missed extra point for a perfect. Stranger things have happened. Tommy needs a KC TD and Danny Dimes to get. That could happen too.
Let me see. Let me look at the yardage right now. Daniel Jones, 219. Patrick Mahomes, 273. There's a chance they could score here quickly, and then Jones gets the ball, and he's going to have to throw in a 2-minute offense, and could come back down and maybe take that yardage over. But that's a slim chance, I think, at this point.
My friends. See, I knew it was coming. They call that synergy.
Yeah, see?
Burnout on what, Fogarty?
35. My predictors. Come on, predictors. That Kansas City touchdown will help me out immensely. There's no way I can get the correct score. Not enough.
Cater says, do your reacts. Yeah, Tim. Yeah,
The Hall of Fame shop. Where else would you rather be?
nowhere.
That's right.
Shop the Hall of Fame store just like Hall of Famers do for exclusive Hall of Fame gear. Open 7 days a week, 9 to 5. There's no admission to come and shop. The holiday season is right around the corner, and you can make
Yeah, it
your
is.
family and friends Hall of Famers. With all 32 teams in the store, there's something for all football fans. Come shop the Hall of Fame store or visit profootballhof.com/store.
Well, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah, there was at 19 yards, Kadarius Toney did throw a pass for 19 yards. So, yep, it'll be close. Look at Mahomes, the underhanded shovel
Dude, those
pass.
little plays aren't going to keep working. They're running
Here's
all
the
the
thing:
time.
they don't really need it to work. They need the clock to run down. The Giants can only stop that one more time. If they can run that clock down and get as little time as possible, kick a field goal even, I'd like them to score a touchdown. But
Not fooled at all. Fake white teeth has 39 predictors. It's only going to go down. Big third down and goal. He already went to Kelsey. Will he do it again?
it all depends. Fake white teeth could go up. It all depends on what the score is. I mean, if you chose, 24 points for Kansas City, you might be looking really good right now. Oh, man, Mahomes.
Wow.
So 35 more seconds. They'll take this clock all the way down and probably call timeout with 1 second left on the clock.
Who's awake for extra innings?
Or they'll just take the penalty. I mean, what's the 5-yard difference? And kick a field goal. And the Giants will have a little bit of time left, my friend.
To tie the game. Roll call. Who's awake for extra innings? Way, yeah. It's like for real scary.
3,
That was nothing.
2. Oh, they're going to kick it there then. So they kept the timeouts, didn't take a penalty,
made
kicked
it.
with 2 seconds left, 34 yards. It's good. 1:07 seconds left. No timeouts.
No timeouts with not a lot of healthy receivers. Can't run the ball against the NFL's worst defense. Let's see.
Look at the top 3 predictors in my group. 41, 42, 40. A lot of great predictors in the group. Only one that's
I have
down.
41 right now.
There you go. 41, 40, there's 42. I got 35. It's not horrible. I'm still going up. Just depends on.
No, Aqua Joel, and that's kind of like I don't know what to call that. What is that? You've done
What
TV like that where it's not an ad, but it's that React thing. A station identification reminder. Is that what that is? When the React thing pops up on the screen for a second? On the stream?
Like the bullet thing you just
Yeah.
shot?
It's like 6 seconds. It's not an ad.
No, it's not an ad. I don't even know what you'd call it because it's not really part of TV. You don't see that. It's not like a station identification. It's, I guess, just a branding
A bumper.
bump. A branding bump, maybe, or something. And into the end zone. So they'll have the full 107.
Tim, give us the paint one, bro.
Looking good, dude.
Thank you.
Here we go.
My prediction is pain, which means extra innings.
Oh. He's like, give me out of bounds. 3 yards. Maybe 4.
3 yards, 3 seconds.
Graham Gano, I don't think is going to be kicking a 63-yard. That's his career longest, I said right there. A 63-yard field goal in the cold weather here. I don't think, but you never know.
You hate to see the prevent defense.
No, that hurts really bad. That hurts really bad.
That face. Oh my gosh, he's going to be a meme.
Oh, suddenly it's 4th down and 15, my friend.
This one's over. Now,
Plenty of time.
if Kansas City was Detroit,
They'd give up a 70-yard pass right here?
yes. It's an easy first down for the Giants.
4th down. Here's the game.
Is he ahead of us?
80-yard. Stop it, Brandon.
Watch him go down early.
Brandon, stop it, Brandon. Why would he slide?
What was that?
There's that game.
So was it a fumble?
Why did the guy go down?
Did he hand it off to him?
He's like a big guy. Was he afraid of getting hit?
He's playing super squares. He wanted to not gain too many yards.
Dude, I mean, all he's got to do is just go rumbling, bumbling, stumbling like the fridge used to do.
What was that?
I don't understand.
How unfortunate. I have 41.7 predictors, but 0 squares.
Was he down? Is that why he did it? I guess he was down.
He's down right there anyway. They're going to call that ball down. He was on 2 knees. But still, though, that guy, he didn't have it. He was running. Maybe he knew that it was going to be clearly down, and he's like, I don't want to get hurt.
Can't advance the fumble anyway.
Yeah.
He can't?
Well, if it was
No.
if it was a handoff, but can you hand off to an offensive lineman if you're? I mean,
No.
no. So it's not.
There it is. Kansas City wins. I had a close game.
I mean, I didn't do horrible.
Like I said, my predictors are
34.
42 point
That's
of
awesome.
70, but 0 squares.
So my current score, it looks like I may go in the clubhouse at around 73.
Ooh, Minnesota Scorpion has better predictors than me. I think fake white teeth might too.
I don't have any partial either.
So I had the 3rd or 4th best predictors in the game. BR13 had good predictors, but no squares, just like me. Wow. Well, that's it. There you go, Cater. Nice. I was like, oh.
Mama 24, boys right now with 83. Polaris Girl, Brisket, everyone within striking distance. Oh, Reactor 1, that's you, Tim, right?
Oh, that's right.
Was that fine? What's Tim? Reactor 4?
He's,
Oh, TV Admin 1?
He's Tim G on there.
Oh.
He's in 30th.
Dude, I get 1 square, I win.
Dude, see?
Didn't hit him.
Kaprasov exists. One of our finalists. The real PA in there.
Does this close out? Oh, he's reacting. Deputy Dog and then Murray both have perfects in the Skybox. It's crazy. Well, my friend. Are we waiting until close?
Well, what's interesting is so the game's officially over. He's still able to react.
Because it hasn't been closed out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. I didn't know if it was going to be until the clock was 0-0-0 or we closed the game. So that's interesting. Good to know.
There you go, Fave My Team. Remember, everybody who wins a game group gets a booster point. That's big stuff. Big stuff.
Yeah, I guess we could close out, I guess, right?
Hi, this is Summer Marie 13, and it's time for a bonus break on Super Squares TV.
Summer Marie pulling up wheelies. A little electric. I'm sorry. It's an electric bike, right? It's not going. It's going.
Yep. Impressive. Well, we are going to be live on Thursday night.
Yes, the Jets and the Colts.
Yep. Yep. And we will be letting all the winners know if they won. Congratulations to everybody.
Yes.
It's been fun hanging out, man.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to town, man.
Good. Maybe I'll come. Maybe I'll do it again.
Dude, you should.
I
You
liked
should
it.
come down more often.
Yeah.
Especially the colder it gets in Chicago. It's much more appetizing to come down here than like December, January-ish.
100%. And Super Squares fan, thanks for hanging with us all weekend. Really, not a lot of great football games this weekend, but
No,
we had a lot of fun with Super
It
Squares.
was a weird weekend. A lot of crazy injuries. Just everything. Yeah, just different.
Yeah. And now we're gonna go party.
There you
Says
go.
Moose Man.
Moose Man, we'll see you there.
Moose Man, I'll have a beer for you, my friend. Good night.